All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the panel. I figured I just do it like this, then just going live that way. If anybody want to join, they can join. The links in the description. But yeah, let me piggyback off what I was saying in my live. It's just a scam, man. Just like that presidential debate, man. That's just a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, you gotta choose between two puppets. That let you know it's a scam. If you gotta choose between two puppets, that means you have no choice. It means they're telling you this is a scam. The motherfucker they don't came out and told you that this shit's rigged. They tell you repeatedly. Damn puppet Trump, he told the masses this shit was rigged. Every election's been rigged. You think they actually gonna let people have a choice? Just like you don't have a choice when you go to church. You don't have a choice when it comes to this shit. This shit's built off this shit. This is a slave system. You know, And then the damn Kamala Harris talking about depopulation reduction. That let you know the masses is asleep. The masses is dead sleep. We got our own people talking about we need to vote for Kamala Harris. I posted a damn video clip. The motherfucker said verbatim. They want to do population reduction. And this is who you want to vote for. They talking about they want to kill your babies and kill you. And this is who you want to line up and vote for, man. The masses is doomed, man. you know, you voting for the same. It's like fighting someone and they them stabbing you repeatedly, telling them them telling you they want to end you, and you sitting there trying to hug them and be friendly with them. It makes no sense. You know that people just don't get it. The brain, people, logic, rational thinking, and logical thinking just don't exist no more, man. I know for a fact they was telling us we lived in that movie Idiocracy. Because people are fucking imbeciles, man. And this ain't no diss towards nobody. I call it like I see it. I ain't about to water nothing down. I'm not sure. I'm not sugaring. What's it called? I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm keeping it 1,000. You know, where did logical thinking go on? Where did critical thinking go? What happened to people being smart? When I was young, I thought everybody else thought like me. I thought everybody else was smart and intelligent. Until I started getting up in my latter years, like 18, 19, 20, my early 30s, I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, man, people don't do no logical thinking. People don't actually sit back and take the time and use their discernment and actually think. They want somebody else to think for them. And that goes back to the whole voting thing. When you telling them when you go cast a vote, because a vote ain't nothing but voltage. That ain't nothing but a shot of energy. You telling them that you can't think for yourself. You telling them that you want this matrix to keep going. You telling them that you want to be embodied psychologically, mentally, and spiritually. That's what you're telling them. You're telling them that you loving this shit. You know, the majority keep this shit going. Because if you watch the movie Matrix, it was only a few motherfuckers that was against this shit that was really trying to get out. And the majority of the masses, they wanted this shit to go. They wanted this shit to keep going. That's why you can't try to talk this knowledge and wisdom to nobody like that because they're not ready to be unplugged like that. You're going against their whole thought process. You go tell one of these brain dead ass Christians, one of these brain dead ass people that follow religion, that the deity they worship is a whole goddamn demon, and the deity they worship is not what you think it is. Man, they'll be ready to fight because they're not ready to be unplugged. All this shit's a fucking scam. Church, a church on every. Come on now, you think they're gonna give us something that's gonna help us? They put a church on every goddamn corner. There's a liquor store and a church on almost every corner. So you mean to tell me these places are here to help you? Hell no. They here to lie, cheat, and steal, and then call you crazy when you go against it, and then ready to tear you down as soon as you start to ask questions and think critically and think on a higher level, you get called crazy and get called a nut. Our people don't want to hear it because people don't deal with truth. When you live in a lie, it's hard to deal with truth. Most people live in lies. They live in a fairy tale fucking illusion. You know, they gonna perish. They gonna perish. Literally, they literally gonna perish from a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go in here in a minute. My damn phone's in. Yeah, they literally gonna perish from a lack of knowledge, man, and overstanding. You know, ain't too many of us that get this shit for what it is. You got to be strong mentally and spiritually to be able to deal with this shit, man. Being able to see this shit for really what it is. And then once you get to that certain level of knowledge and you know and consciousness, it's really not all that bad because it just become normal. You just got to know how to deal with it. Everything comes with a gift and gab, you know. I just don't like dealing with lies. I don't like dealing with bullshit, with ignorance. You know, they can't tell me the sky is red and then it's blue because I'm gonna be asking questions like, "Hold up, would you just?" You see what I'm saying? You can't tell me to go worship somebody who wants to be worshipped. A righteous God wouldn't want to be worshipped. Think about it. The masses don't think like this. A so-called righteous God don't need your energy. Don't need you to get on your knees and beg them. That sounds like a fucking slave master. A slave master wants you to hit your knees and beg. That's a slave master. A righteous God wants you to elevate yourself. They're not gonna need nothing from you. A righteous God will like, hey, okay, follow this path, and then you ascend. It's all in you. That's what a righteous God will tell you. A righteous God's not gonna tell you, hey, if you don't repent to me and ask me for forgiveness, I'm gonna send you to eternal fire. That don't even make sense. Nah, we infinite beings. We energy beings. We don't need to worship nobody. I'm saying a righteous God don't need nothing from you. That's like going to church every Sunday. Why would they pass around a collection plate if you're here to change your life and better yourself? Why are they taking from you if they there to bring liberation and so-called holiness in your life? Yeah, they are there to bring holiness in your life. They here to poke more holes in your life and make it and watch you sink. The same church motherfucker been going to for 10 years. As soon as you hit rock bottom, they ain't gonna pay your bills. Only thing they gonna say, oh, let's pray for him, man. Let's see what I'm saying? Is there God here's what I'm saying? The guy here's a fucking deadbeat. He's everywhere to be found. He's everywhere to be found when you need him. He's everywhere to be found when you don't need him. When you need him, he ain't nowhere to be found. Sunday come around, he telling his ordained ministers to pass around the goddamn collection plate. He's telling his ordained ministers to get the energy out you to keep that loose going. Man, people think like kids, you know. Going to church is like it's like I said before, it's like having your mom read a bedtime story to you. You need a pastor to read a book to you. So you basically being kept asleep. They rocking your ass straight to sleep. You know. No, we supreme beings. We supreme beings. We don't even want to be worshipped. I don't want nobody getting on their knees worshiping me. I don't want nobody. That sounds like a fucking narcissist. That sounds somebody that's on a fucking power trip. This guy said the guy that Bible say all this dumb shit. Worship the ground I walk on. I'm a jealous guy, so you gotta worship me. I'm jealous of you. What type? Think about that. What type of God gonna tell you that he's jealous of his own so-called creation? That means he's a low vibration. That means he's low vibrational. I'm not gonna be hanging around nobody jealous of me. So why would I even go put myself in that type of position to worship something that's jealous of me? Come on, man. People don't read. So I'm saying people don't. Ah, man. The masses don't know shit. They literally sheep are being led to their own slaughter. It's just childish, man. This is a play world, man. That's why I said even people that's caught up in goddamn voting, going to vote Democrat or Republican. You need somebody. They need somebody with a suit and tie to think for you. So you need a businessman with a suit and tie, fucking reptilian hybrid Luciferian. You need an aristocrat to think for you. You can't think for yourself. Oh, I forgot you put the graduation cap on your head, so they now yeah they in full control. Shit, you can't even blow your nose by yourself without asking the government. They governing all your affairs. That's what they mean when they say governing body. They here to govern your mind and your goddamn body and take your soul. You know. So I'm saying people don't think logical, man. The masses don't think logically. They just go along with the whole fucking shebang and then wonder why. You know, somebody was telling me earlier. I was having a phone conversation earlier, right? And this person had told me that their grandson had gotten an inoculation. He was telling me, like, he was conveying to me before he got the inoculation that this kid could have a full blown conversation. And then after he got the inoculation, the boy couldn't even talk no more. Now you tell me, that's what I'm saying, man. These are the same people, man. They ain't here to help us. They here to kill us slowly. Fuck the system, man. It's time to wake up, man. Stop believing and stop following. It's like the blind leading the blind, you know. I don't even try to like convince anybody into having like into looking into things anymore, you know, because we're at that point in time to where either you're gonna be woke or you're just gonna be asleep. You're either gonna be conscious or you're just gonna be a zombie. Make your choice. You're gonna take the red pill or the blue pill. Which one is gonna be?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's good, Bluffy?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was just listening to what you were saying and I was just like, yes, yes. Keep spreading the word because I was watching a video yesterday about how religion is a mind virus. The more you keep listening to stuff that they have to say, it'll infect you eventually.
Say that one more time.
That religion is a mind virus.
Oh yeah,
And
it
that the
is.
more you keep on listening to what they're saying, letting it get into your head, that's when it gets you. And that's when you become infected with delusions.
Right. And you stay in those illusions too. That's what I was saying earlier. I was in traffic and they had people out there holding these donation buckets, collecting people's money for the church. I'm thinking to myself, when the fuck the church ever get back to anybody? We ain't seen the church get back to nobody.
True, true. And then I even dated someone who he told me he was like, he wanted to be a pastor. And when I asked him why, he was like, easy money. It had nothing to do with God or anything. He just said easy money.
Right? It's all dog. It's dogma religion because God spelled backwards is dog. So they really not in it.
Yep.
They really not in it to bring spiritual awareness. Religion don't got nothing to do with spirituality.
Yeah, I agree. It has the Bible, it has absolutely nothing to do with spirituality at all.
Right? The Bible is about
I don't
control.
believe that. Yeah, it's about control, fear, putting people in their place and making people think a certain way. And I was thinking about it. I was also thinking about this yesterday how how they're always talking about this one world religion, one God, one
Right.
mindset, all this stuff, right? That's the religion they're pushing now. And then I remember, do you remember maybe a few years ago how all of a sudden there were all these testimonies leaving witchcraft to go to Christianity, from New Age to Jesus? Remember when there was that explosion of all that happened out of nowhere?
I can't. I ain't really see it, but I see. I know what you're talking about. I see what you're saying. You sound
Yeah,
like
because
people
there was
leaving
a lot of that. Yeah, like
the
I
salute
think it was
hurricane
maybe I
GW.
think it was around 2019 where all of a sudden these people were like, "Oh, my testimony from New Age to Jesus, from Satanism to Jesus," right? All at the same time. I think that was planned.
right? Because they still technically worshiping the same shit. They still doing the same shit. Because that's what I was saying. Hey, Jesus means Jesus. Jesus means hey Satan.
Oh wow. Really?
Yeah, yeah. Zeus means hey Satan, hi Satan. Because when you
What?
train,
Really?
yeah, real shit, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Can you say that one more time?
Jesus means hey Satan. When you say hey Zeus, you
Oh,
saying hey Jesus, hey Zeus means hey Satan. When you translate it.
wow. I didn't
So
know
every time
that.
somebody says Jesus, that means they saying hey Satan, Zeus.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, somebody, JW just said, he said, yes, definitely playing because I'm scrolling through my TikTok and seeing the Jesus algorithm. Yeah, I see that shit everywhere I go, man. I be seeing
Yes.
NPCs and bots talking about Jesus is king and all the other nonsense. So I'm saying, really, when they say Jesus is king, they're really saying Satan is king because the Satan of this material plane.
Mhm.
I mean, the God of this material plane is Satan. I mean,
And that's the thing I was saying, like that happened to me too, because after I left Christianity, all of a sudden my YouTube algorithm is filled up with end time stuff. And I'm like, nah, this is, and it made me realize, because why would the algorithm promote end times beliefs if it was real? It doesn't make sense. And then all these like supposed Christian YouTubers, they're blowing up like crazy. Like their channels are going up. Cause remember how I made a video about how truth channels are all getting blocked, right? But yet all these Christian religious channels, they're actually going up. I don't know if you guys pay attention with sometimes during the night YouTube goes down. Yeah, whenever they're doing that, they're messing with the algorithm to
wow.
push certain
Yeah,
things.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't put it
and they're
past them.
shadow banning truth channels.
Right. The channels like mine and yours, it'll never like really get through the algorithm. Like, and I,
Never.
I see that too. The numbers on those Christian channels, they get hundreds of thousands, millions of views because they pushing the narrative. They keeping the majority of the masses in a state of sleeping and sleepiness under the spell of
Mm,
Leviathan, under the spell of King
yep.
Gu, and under this spell of Pisces, under this Pisces energy, because Pisces energy has a frequency to it, and that's Satan's frequency, and that keeps you on the in a hive mind, in a hive with a hive mentality, with everybody else on the same synchronicity, and thinking that Jesus is king and this deity gonna come back. That's what JW just said. They all gonna get tricked by Project Bluebeam because they gonna think it's the
Mm.
second coming, but all actuality ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be the complete opposite.
Right. And that's another thing I was even saying to my, like, I was thinking to myself the other day. I'm like, because I believe the new earth is coming. I believe this satanic, wicked system that we're under is collapsing. This matrix is collapsing, and that we're going to see the end of it. But now they're training people to say that the new beginnings of this earth is going to be something satanic. That's crazy. Because I think they're trying to keep the energy down so that we don't even. I think they're trying to keep the vibrations down or something so that we don't get to that point where we can have the
And you
great
gotta think
reset. But I'm not.
it's not gonna take a lot of us to ascend. It's not gonna take a lot of us to destroy this system because remember, majority of the people here in this Metatronic overlay are NPCs. So they that's what I'm saying. They not meant to go to the next level. It's just like a video game.
Mhm.
You're the main player in the video game, right? And you move to the next level, but the people that was in the last stage with you, they stay in the last stage while you move on. So that's what it's about.
Okay. Because I've heard that too. They're going to get left behind. Yeah.
Right. And we say like left behind, not physically, because we still gonna be here in the
Hmm.
3D reality. It's just we're gonna be more with a 5D consciousness of knowing what we
Hmm.
know and being able to see what we see, while everybody else is still worshiping the beast, still serving Satan, still serving the fucking reptilians in they system. You know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
don't even want to say reptilians. I'm just gonna say they gonna still have this colonialist mind state. They still gonna be serving patriarchs. They still gonna be serving apostocracy. They still gonna be serving monotheistic religion. They still gonna be serving with these sorcery ass doctors with pharmaceuticals. Let them shove fucking jabs in their arms, doing shit like that, and not thinking for themselves.
Yep, that's true.
He said, I got a revolution.
Cause
Yo, go ahead. My bad. Trish, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, and because I've heard theories before that Jesus is actually Poseidon. That's what I've heard.
It said Jesus was who?
Is like a parallel of Poseidon.
Right, yeah, that name is what I'm saying. Is it means Zeus, and then it comes from Isis too. They took a bunch of different names from Kamat, like Isis, and got the Jesus character. Because if you look at Virgin Mary holding a baby in some of those pictures, some of those ancient artifacts come from Kamat. They just took it and re-engineered the shit. That's all they did. And just came out with religio to feed this system and to feed them because they feed off of our energy. We being eaten here.
Yup. Now that I believe for a fact. And they really are going to town on religious people because they're worshiping this. They're actually giving their energy to who knows what.
Oh hell yeah, most definitely. And dude said
Mm-hmm.
he said I left Christianity in 2006. I've been feeling good since. That's what's up, bro. He said I got a revolutionary channel. I'm in the shadow run. What's the name of your channel, bro? I'm gonna check it out, man. Jesus is the final fantasy boss fight. Huh. The book of Revelation, he going to be a giant slain lamb with 8 eyes with a sword coming out his mouth. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, man.
And
That's
then I even
malarkey.
heard when I did some research, the book of Revelation wasn't created until like I think they didn't put it together until the 1800s.
You said the Bible?
The book of Revelation
Yeah,
wasn't put together
the Bible
until
is
later on.
it's like a bunch of books put into one because they took some shit out of the Sumerian tablets, a bunch of ancient tablets, and then they formulated the damn Bible. They came up with the Gnostics text. And then that let you know the Bible was bullshit if they got to keep rewriting the damn thing.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I couldn't let go of because I'm just like, wait, if it keeps getting rewritten, things aren't being translated right, then how do we know what the truth is? And if it was the truth, they're gonna just let it be out there. They're gonna hide it from people.
Right.
So mhm,
Yeah, man. I'm glad.
they're gonna keep
I'm,
it hidden.
I'm glad people stepping away from religion, man. I say that's just proper shit.
Oh yeah, I left religion at the beginning of this year. Technically last year I just didn't say anything, but because my whole channel was based on that. So oh, it was a surprise when I said I'm not religious anymore. I got called a witch.
Yeah, that's what comes with it
Oh my
because
gosh.
that's
Yep.
what comes with it. They gonna call you a Satanist, all this other dumb shit. The secret book of John from the Gnostics text explain God is really evil. Yeah, in fact, bro, the Gnostics were killed for this knowledge. Yeah. The God spelled back was his dog. Especially when you spell God with a capital G, because on the back of the dollar bill, God is spelled with a capital G. That stands for Government Ordnance Departments. Because we under Roman ordinance ideologies and laws. And all that ties back to the Roman Vatican Church, the Roman Cathedral Church. So when they tell us to go worship this God, man, that's really blasphemy because they know damn well you're not supposed to worship nothing outside of yourself.
Mhm. Yep. That's true. That is so true. And giving your energy to this deity that's tied to this matrix.
Right. That nigga, Jesus, God, whatever you want to call this nigga, he a deadbeat. That's what I'm saying. He ain't nowhere to be. I made a video said God is a deadbeat. I need to make a part two. He everywhere to be found when you don't need him. When you need his ass, he ain't nowhere to be found. Motherfuckers in there every Sunday giving their energy away in their rent money to an invisible God they ain't never met before. They ain't never seen this nigga come out the sky and save nobody from being hit or killed. But you gotta go worship this nigga. Come on, please.
That's so true. Right. And then all the
What,
chaos in the world, all the hypocrisy.
what's up, Naga?
What's going on, bro? Salute. Much
Salute,
love and
bro.
respect to the sister and everybody in the
Hey,
chat.
hey, what's up?
You know,
He said,
no
if God
complaining,
and Jesus
just
is real, they're going to catch these hands like Kratos from God of War. Yeah, I want to slide on Jesus, man. This nigga ain't, this nigga ain't saved nobody. I ain't never seen him. That's why I'm saying, say God saved, Jesus saves. Well, who did he save? When did he save them? How did he save them? Articulate to me how he saved anybody. That's why I ask these damn Christians. To articulate to me how he saved you. How serving him, you serving him. How did that make your life better? It's a bunch of bullshit. It's delusions. They gave
True.
us that
And I
goddamn
have
book.
more problems. I had more problems when I went in the church, when I left the church because of church. I had so many problems.
Yeah, man. That's a conclusion for like everybody. So especially so called in the so called black community. Well, I ain't gonna say so called. I'm gonna say the melanated community. What's the first thing our people holler at us when something going wrong? You need to go to church, man. Nigga, go to church for what?
My
He said, why would God send his only begotten son to die instead of just killing Satan? Right, man. People don't. That's what I'm saying. People don't ask rational questions, bro. Somebody told me,
True.
God.
And
Somebody.
he doesn't require hmm?
My bad. Go ahead, Trisha.
And he doesn't require human sacrifice, but then he sent his son to die is a human sacrifice for humanity. That's black magic.
Right, that's why everything here is about sacrifice. That's why the only way you can get rich here in material wealth is to sacrifice something. You gotta sacrifice your kid. That's why all them damn Hollywood puppets and shit be sacrificing they people off. 'Cause that's the only way they can obtain or advance. Well, I ain't gonna say advance. Well, move up that pyramid, that Luciferian pyramid. They gotta sacrifice because they serving this bloodthirsty God.
well, we must, we because of like knowledge, we can't be quick to ignore certain things, For listen, the story, is not far fetched. Of course, it is being plagiarized, how a scholar would say, right? A scholar would say, okay, that story is being plagiarized, from Egypt, right? From Horus, or from certain pharaohs, from the Egyptian uh, 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 kingdom, right? So of course, some scholars will say that, right? They would argue that, right? But in reality, right, right here, in the 1800, you know, we had, I said the 1800 in 2017, right? In 20 not 20, yeah, 2017, 2018. What was that? Was it 2017, 2018 when they killed the president of Haiti? But
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. I seen that they assassinated the president of Haiti. What was that about, man?
it's basically kind of the same thing. Why I bring him up? He basically sacrificed himself, right? For
Okay, okay.
for Haiti, just like you know, the emperor, right, did the same thing too in the 1800, right? In the 1800, it was the whole, we had to take the risk of going to war again, right? with the whole European countries, right? Or it could have just been one of us, and we would avoid the war, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing that happened, right? In 2007, 2018. Like even right now, like this is what a lot of people don't understand. Right now, Haiti could go to war with a lot of people, with a lot of European countries, but we know in going to war, a lot of people are gonna die, right? So we're trying to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? And and see, okay, who's going to, basically, take the fall, for the team. So that's what Jesus did. He took the fall for the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far fetched. We still do it today. In the street, people still do it today, right? You get caught, you gotta take a, what I'm saying? You gotta take a L for the gang. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey,
So
JW just said they've been hating on Haiti since Haiti whooped the enemy all those years ago and claimed their independence. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. That Haiti beat the shit out of them and claimed their independence from the like with the French and the Dutch, whoever. And they've been, and I heard that Haiti's sitting on one big portal too, and I actually believe that to be true. That Haiti's sitting on a portal that
hell
leads to
yeah.
some that leads to
I
somewhere else.
agree.
That's why they
Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah. You
yeah,
gotta
it's a portal.
understand the there is only a one mysterious uh portal, that's known to the world. And it's the uh uh triangle of Bermuda, right? And that triangle is in direct alignment, with Haiti. Like literally in direct alignment with Haiti. There is a city in Haiti, I mean a ville, yeah, a little city in Haiti we call Ville-au-Camp, right? Right in that area, right? There is a portal, that gives you access directly to the Bermuda Triangle. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear, these people, is being spiritual, or is being uh 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 is being called, the way they being called, like how they so in touch with spirits, voodoo, all that shit, is because that energy, the source, of that energy, that's where it's at, you know it's at the center, you know and Haiti is the closest to it. You know what I'm saying? It's
right,
directly in alignment to it.
right, because you gotta think when the so-called deadstream media and they put these publications on Saturday on this television about Haiti, and they try to demonize these Haitians and demonize that country so called. So it's the complete opposite. Haiti, that land is just as sacred as it is here on this mainland. Even the Dominican Republic, all this land, the whole Turtle Island, this land is so sacred. This is some of the things that they fail to mention. So this is why
Yeah,
Haiti is being demonized, and these people coming over as so-called migrants. They really not migrants. They just coming back home.
I'm glad you bring that Turtle Island, concept, because I've been trying to tell you for the longest. Think of the Earth, like a ring map. So by doing a synchronicity, with the Turtle Island, you can tell that the ancestors had the concept, of a world within a world, or a earth inside of a earth. I'm saying, like ring, inside of a ring, like a ripple effect. If you look in Turtle Island, if you pull up the picture, you will see the way that they shaped the turtle. It got the same shape, as like a ripple effect, like a ring,
Right, right.
like a ring.
Hey, let me ask you this, Naga, bro, because it seems to me that this de facto government, this shadow government, these entities, man, it seems like to me they trying to get everybody off that landmass of Haiti. Because I seen a lot of infighting going on over there. Like I see a lot of Haitians trying to take that land back. Like they don't want no government at all, period. But then I see the so-called powers that be, these elites. I don't call them elites no more. I call them the elites. I see them trying to get everybody off that landmass down there so they can have it for themselves. They trying to access that goddamn portal.
Nah, I don't know. Ain't nothing like that gonna happen. The people that's living is the people that came from the capital, you know, and the capital represent republic, or in Democrat, you know, like Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic, is run a democracy, but they are a republic. You get
It
it?
seems like the Haitians got balls, man, because they down there fighting. They don't want no government. They say, "Oh hell no, we don't want no government here." They don't want
But
anything to do.
bro,
They don't want to.
this
They
is
don't want anything to do with this world government either. This centralized government, this IMF bank, and this Roman cathedral, this beast, this 7-headed monster. They don't want nothing to do with it because they already know what's up.
but that's what I'm trying to explain. Is Haiti going into a civil war? Just like remember y'all went into a civil war. I think it was in the what it was in the beef in the 60s, or when was that? Y'all went
It was a 1700s and the early 1800s, I believe so.
y'all went just like y'all went into a civil war because the country was divided. Y'all had to y'all had to unite. Y'all had to come into agreement, right? And make the country united. Well, Haiti, that division stemmed from Haiti. Listen, that division stemmed from Haiti, and we never unify. We never unify. This is why I don't know if you remember when I said that one of the reasons why you know we in the position we are in here in the states is because we unify. We should have never listened to motherfucking Malcolm X, motherfucking Martin Luther King. We should have never listened to these leaders, right, and unify, right, with these Europeans. We should have never did that. By unify with them, we basically, uh, uh, agree that our political power is dead in the eyes of the law. That's what we did. We basically agree that it's dead. The only power, that's being recognized, is the European power, is the foreign power, is the foreign. So we basically went under that. But Haiti, we as Haitian, we understood that we never unify because we know that for us to unify, it will require for us to give up our royalty, you know, and we don't want to give up our royalty because we believe that this whole continent is royal blood. You feel me? So we're trying to establish that. You know what I'm saying? We basically fought
Right.
over that already and won that war, right? So basically, they basically cheated. You know what I'm saying? At the end, when it's time for us to establish ourselves, you know, then
Right.
they cheated.
JW said facts. The United States has been Haiti's biggest donor since '73. Yeah, it's all good, Trish. You can come back up whenever you want, anytime. I know you're a busy mom and all, but thanks for coming up. Yeah, go ahead, now.
But yeah, that's why when I talk, I talk with authority. You get what I'm saying? And when I talk with authority, you know what I'm saying? And certain people that don't have, a authority, or that don't claim the authority, they feel threatened. When I'm not here to threaten, nobody, that don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, to let you know that, what I'm saying, to trying to, uh uh guide you, to on the right path, so you know who you are. Because at one point I didn't know who I was neither. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So when I come here trying to reach out, trying to build with people here on the mainland, they look at me as a threat. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
don't who.
listen. I went over there on OG Phillies panel, man, and we still divided. Like a lot of us mainland originals, man. We look at y'all as like we not the same. But I was conveying to them last night on OG's panel, like, man, we all the same. I said we need to stop. I said we need to stop with the separatism. I said because that's how the enemy wants it. But we all the same. Because somebody said when I look at a Haitian, I see an African. I said no, man, we the same as them. I said they came here and helped us fight and battle, man.
That's,
They know
yeah, and we don't. And a
there's
lot
no
of
there's
people, a lot
I
of
try
people
to
don't
tell
want to accept that, bro. A
I
lot
forgot
of
to
a lot of Aboriginal people, bro, don't want to accept the fact that Haitian. Every time we never, we never say that. Oh, we built nothing for nobody. We say we help people build things. Just like when we was fighting, we see other people helped us. We didn't see other people fought for us and give us
Yeah, cause
freedom. We see other
somebody try to
people.
say that the Dominican Republicans is the same as us, but not Haitians. I said that don't make no sense. There's no diametrical difference between us, the Caribbeans, the people in Haiti, people in Dominican Republic, and people in Brazil. There's no difference between us. We the same. This is all Turtle Island, man. The colonizers got us thinking that we not the same because they split us up into different goddamn groups and start calling us Haitians and all these different names, but we all the same. We really Atlanteans.
Yeah, melanated people is the same. You know, you got Latino. Latinos is not the same. Latinos mean that they literally mean they're not black. If you do an etymology on Latino, it literally mean not black.
Right, because you look at an indigenous being from Australia, from the Philippines. They got nappy, woolly hair and heavily melanated skin, and some of us have the same cultural practices.
Yeah, we that's what I'm saying. Melanated people all across the board, we are one people.
But that's what I'm saying. But you go to other channels, some of our people here on the mainland, they've been tricked into thinking there's a diametrical difference between us, and they saying, "No, we not them. They ain't trying to help us. They don't fuck with us."
Listen,
No,
a
that's not the
lot of
case.
that, bro, a lot of that stems from agents of chaos, people that is being paid to cause confusion amongst the people. The people really trying to find out the information. Then you have people that have the information that giving it out in in a misconceptive way, you know, in a deceitful way, you know. So they you got to you have to pay attention to the people that's giving out the information and how they give out the information. They give out the information, you know, and implying a division. So when the people receive it, you know, the people already received the vision. You know what I'm saying? So the
Right,
people don't have nowhere to approach it, but to approach it, you know what I'm
right.
saying, with
I'm into truth,
a
man.
divisive mind state. This is why when I go on these Aboriginal channels, I try to talk to the people. I try to have a conversation to the people that's bringing the information. I don't try to have a conversation to the people that's on the panel, you know, asking questions or things like that. No, I'm like, nah, these people, I'm trying to find who's the big dog. You know what I'm saying? Who's the big dog that have all the information, you know, and I'm trying to build with him. And most of these niggas, bro, they suckers. They are agents of chaos. You know what I'm saying? They had to
No,
confuse the
it was a
people.
few cats that came on OG's panel, man, that had some real good information about the Haitians and and everything we got going on, saying there's really no diametrical difference between us. There was a few cats that got on there that said, "Hey, man, no, we really the same as them. There's no difference, man."
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of the people know, but I'm talking about the you know, the leaders, right? The voices, you know, the voice of the people, because the people don't have not everybody, you know, have a platform, you know, to voice themselves. So we you know, as the people, as a people, we have platform, right? That voice for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about these leaders. Of course you're gonna have people, you know, that are going to, you know, use their own mind, you know, and decipher, you know, the information, you know, and because they don't have a divisive mind, so they're going to find, you know, the connection. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find, you know, similarities. But you know, most of the people is not like that. Most of the people is still sleep. Most of the people still have a divisive state of mind. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
So
and
when
plus
they
that's an art of war too. That's what I was saying. We've been at a perpetual state of war with this enemy for hundreds of years. So this is one of their tactics that they use. You know, polarity, division amongst us. You know, cause confusion amongst us. So any type of thing they can use as a weapon, they're gonna use it. Just like when they was hollering about fucking plane flying over me, man. I live out in the middle of nowhere. Fuck, you hear that shit, man?
hmm
I don't know if it was a helicopter, but yeah, man. They just like that goes back to them saying that how these Haitians is eating cats and dogs and shit, man. That's baloney, man.
Nah, I'm gonna put an accent on that. You know, Haitians do eat cats. You
Oh
feel me?
shit! So they
Yeah,
really eating them cats over there in Ohio.
yeah. Well, I don't know in Ohio. You feel me? I don't know. I don't. I've never been there. You know, to ask anybody to figure. You know, to investigate. You know what's going on. But I'm as a Haitian, I'm letting you know that Haitians do eat cats, not dogs, but Haitians do eat cats. So
So they do eat cats.
I don't know if they, you know, if the Haitian that came here, through Biden's, I don't know if if they really eat some cats, but from what I heard it was, it was a regular, black person. It wasn't a Haitian, it was a regular black person, but I heard something, that had like some type of mental illness or something, I heard. But like I said,
It might be
you know,
somebody that's just mentally ill, just fucked up. They might be going through shit like that. But I feel like they was just using reverse psychology, man, trying to make it seem to where melanated people with Haitians is doing that shit is really them. They really drinking blood and eating human remains and shit like that.
yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, that's why I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, you know, because I know for a fact Haitians do eat cat, so I
Damn.
cannot tell you if these Haitians in Ohio, if they're really, over there eating cats. You know what I'm saying? But in Haiti, people do eat cats.
They
Not
do it for like
everybody, but some
don't they do it for like voodoo and hoodoo and shit like that? What's up, KGV? They like sacrifice animals and shit like that too, right?
certain animals. Because we have, you have all different type of spirits. You have spirits, that work with water, spirit that work with the air, spirit that work with fire, and also spirit that work with blood. You know what I'm saying? So they need blood. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's what I'm saying.
huh?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So when you're dealing with these spirits, in order, to get just like when you're dealing with the water spirits, for example, the water spirit, they're gonna ask you certain things. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you they need certain things, they need this, they need that. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that. But and that all that is a misconception. It's not, we're not sacrificing these animals to the spirit. We basically creating a reaction. We basically doing alchemy. We're doing chemistry. When you mix in herbs, when you mix in different herbs, you know what I'm saying? You get a different result. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. So when you take the animal, the blood, you know what I'm saying, and different things, you know what I'm saying? This is chemistry. This is alchemy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
something going to come from that. Just like when you mix these different herbs, and something come from that, you know what I'm saying? And when you take that, it does something to the body, it's the same thing. When you take, the animals, the combination, that surrounding the animals, you know what I'm saying? There is something that came out of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Basically the spirit dictate. It lets you know, okay, if you need, some mango juice, you know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta get some mango, you gotta get a blender, you gotta get a strainer, you gotta get some water, you gotta get some sugar, you gotta get some milk, and then you're going, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna get some mango juice. You know what I'm saying? The spirit just lets you know what we need to get what, you know what I'm saying, in order to get the result that you need. So, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what
saying?
you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Dark Ghost? Peace, man. Peace, peace. Dark
This is
Ghost said
what
I'm Dark
this
Ghost said
is
I'm tired of this world. Yeah, man. This Matrix ain't shit. Go ahead, my bad, bro.
This is why I was telling you in one of these lives. I was telling you that, you know we were connected to the spirit, so we didn't need, to use our memories. We didn't rely on our memories. We rely on the spirit. Because we know, how tiny, our memory is. You know what I'm saying? So we know it's like a glimpse of eye. You know what I'm saying, of an eye. A blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? So we knew how tiny it is. So we didn't rely on our memory. We rely on the spirit. Because whatever we needed to know, we needed to do with wherever we needed to, go. There was a spirit for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because the spirit and the soul knows all truths, man. You can always go deep into
Yeah.
yourself, into your soul or your spirit, and get any type of truth, any type of glimpses of the past, via your Akashic records. You
Yeah.
know, it's about like that. That's a part of having spiritual discernment too. So yeah, there is a diametrical difference between having a memory and just going it within the spirit. Because a memory, like you said, memory can be wiped clean.
Mm-hmm.
They can wash your memory with a fucking TV programming. They can wash your memory when you go to college. You can get your memory washed when you go to fucking church and start worshiping they gods and shit like that. They wash your memory clean with the fucking money we use. This money can wash your memory clean because shit, you can be broke one day and then in tune with yourself, and then you get the money, and you forget who the fuck you forget what you came for.
Mm-hmm.
You forget what you came to do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what either that's how we knew we that's how we were very knowledgeable. We were very wise and knowledgeable, because we were in direct connection with these spirits. Today, they're forbidding, us connecting with the spirits. So you know what I'm saying? So we don't know nothing. We don't even know who we are. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not today. Today we just not connecting with the spirits on pure ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Today, because like I said, since the 1800, we had our liberty, we had our freedom. We to do whatever the fuck we want. It was already over. They couldn't stop us from doing
so
nothing.
that's what I'm
We
saying.
do.
Hey, y'all whoop they asses for real, and they still can't get over the fact which y'all whoop their asses bad. So they still trying to get anything. They using GMO storms against y'all, against that landmass down there. They're using these man-made earthquakes. They're doing anything they can to get back, right? To get their lick back.
To buy
But
themselves
from
sometime.
what it seems to me, Haiti
There is
is
no
very
getting
spiritually protected. Just because
there is no getting the league back. So let me give you an example. Let's say me and you were gambling, right? Then I bet, right? I bet, right? And you won, right? Now I gotta pay you. Now when it's time for me to pay you, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? I so I instead of paying you, we arguing, about if you really win, or how much I gotta pay you, or I don't want to pay you. How can I get my league back in that situation? There is no getting the league back for me because I already lost. So if
right,
you are a man, any action that needs to be taken is to get your money from me, right? Besides you getting your money from me, ain't no action going to like we're not going to, I'm not even going to get the chance, to get a leg back. So if I need to get, if I want a chance to get my leg back, I better give you your money. Once I pay you, now you can decide if you want to give me a leg back or not. You know what I'm saying? If you want to
right.
give me the chance, the opportunity to get my leg back. So it's the same way with Haiti, and the Europeans. So we come face to face where we had to face each other in the physical. It's not mental, it's not spiritual, it's not emotional. It was physical, which is the last state of matter, the physical. So we met with them face to face and we defeated them. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying? For us to establish ourselves, they cheated, you know. So, ain't you know what I'm saying? And meaning that in cheated, they assassinate, our emperor. So ain't no getting no league back. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta the only thing that we stand on is to establish ourselves as who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Because the guy on the chat was saying that Haiti has the oil that Haiti has, the reserves is 10 times stronger than the oil in Venezuela and Iran. But this IMF, this world government, this shadow government, they got so many sanctions on Haiti and so many goddamn what's it called, sanctions, and what else, and so many restrictions on them that where they can't do business and really reap the benefits of the wealth of that land. Because I also know for a fact that Haiti is very spiritually protected by a lot of ancestors. Because if that's not the case, they would have been marched in there and invaded and done something, but they can't.
That's a fact. It's crazy you seen that. You peeped that. That's what I've been saying. So they can't, it doesn't matter how many people they think they could try to remove. It don't matter if the land was empty and it was only animals, in the land, in the rocks, in the motherfucking trees on the planet. I mean on the island, they wouldn't be able to control it. Because there will never be in at peace on this land. It will be natural disaster after natural disaster. So they will have to get out. You know what I'm saying? It will be earthquakes. It will be tsunami. It will be all type of shit. So Ain't no way, they need, us on the land in order for them to rule the land, but they need, what I'm saying, to rule us. You know what I'm
Man, that
saying?
lets
They,
you
the
know,
only
man.
way they could, the
Like the
only way they
spirit, the
could rule
cosmos is
for,
real, man.
let me say this, the only way they could rule the land is through us. Just like the only way they could rule this land right here is through the aboriginal. That's a fact. They're ruling the land right now through y'all. That's a fact. They get the authority through y'all right here. You know.
Right. Right. Because
So
we
without
give
without
we give power to their system. Without us, they wouldn't have no system. They wouldn't be able to exist here. This is why they need a vote every 4 years, because that's a shot of our energy. And that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
They need our consent. This is why everything
yeah,
is done on paperwork. Everything's a contract. It's the
yeah,
revenge of the nerds, literally facts, dark ghost.
yeah. That's this shit is white magic, bro. Black and white, bro, is white magic. Technology is white magic. The books, the TV is white magic. The black magic is what we're talking about. That spiritual shit. That's what black magic is. Literally, that's
It
what
makes
black magic is.
that makes total sense to me though, and that goes back what I was saying, bro. Like they invaded Iran. We've seen this Luciferian ass Draconian Ram, this beast invade all these countries, but they ain't never did play with Haiti like that. So it makes total sense why they
Now
want
you
strip
see why we were the first black empire, right? You see that? Now you understand why we coined the term black, because we understood the magic we have is very dark, right? It's very dark. Like the magic that we have, surpass this type of magic, that technology in ways that you can't even imagine. You feel me? The things we could do, what you the things me talking to you on the phone is nothing compared to how many ways I could talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had to use black magic, if we had to use spirituality, if we had to use nature, you know what I'm saying? So they, in order for them to, uh compete, with us, they had to cut us from that type of magic, and hooked us up to their magic. So today, you know what I'm saying? We witches and shit, and warlocks. You know what I'm saying? We wordsmiths. You know what I'm saying? And we know how to break it down. We know how to do this. We know how to do that. But we don't know how to connect with our ancestors. Like we don't know how to call our grandfathers right now. Our great grandfathers. We know, that they ain't dead. We know they live through us, and we know, you know what I'm saying?
we a
They
mouthpiece
somewhere
for them,
in
man.
they
We
some
just, my vessel, our vessels ain't them a mouthpieces for the ancestors, man. They just when we talk, they talking because they
now
were
listen now
they
listen
talk.
to what I'm saying though. Listen to what I'm saying. Right now, we I'm talking to you right now on a call. So I'm calling, you know what I'm saying? That's what's uh 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 uh, uh that's that right now, that's what magic is. You know what I'm saying? We speaking through a medium, two people using the medium to speak. You know what I'm saying? Just like uh we use a spirit, two people using a spirit, to speak. You know what I'm saying? To conversate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying right now, I these people right now that have the ability to talk to their great great grandfather that crossed over a long time ago. Is right now the government, have ways to talk to motherfucking George Washington right now, right? They have a way to communicate with them, right? But we don't have a way to communicate with our ancestors through a medium. We have to be that medium. And we have to let the body be the medium and be the observer. So if you don't have the ability to listen to yourself when you talk, right? Then you know you don't know when your ancestors talking to you, you know because you might not have, if you don't have the ability to listen to yourself, or if you don't have the ability to use a medium, right? Right? To use a medium between you and the ancestor, then you don't know, what I'm saying, your ancestors is saying to you. You know what I'm saying? So we need, medium is something that's very important. That's why we have the element.
Right.
But
So
like
you
I said, though, we know everything about, just to finish, we know everything about black magic. I mean, white magic. We know how to break it down. We know how to cast spell. We know how to put people under spell. We know to identify as people, if people under spell, right? But we might have one of our brothers right now, that's being uh uh detained by a zombie, that's being detained by a demonic spirit, and we can't identify that, and we don't know how to free him from that. And he might be asking for help, right? He might be crying, letting you know that he's locked up mentally. He need to get out, and we don't know how to do it. You feel me? That's real shit.
Yeah, I feel it, man. What's up, Edgar, man? You should come up for a little minute, Edgar, man. Come join the panel, bro. It'd be a pleasure, man. Come up here and drop some gems, man. Your videos, man, I'll be down watching your videos, man. Like literally, I'll be rolling, man. Cause y'all go sub up to Edgar's channel, man. He got some good content over there. He breaks down all religion, man. He don't play with him. He breaks all that shit down. He tears it to shreds, man.
Religion mean relied on. You know, it came from the word, I think, Latin or Greek, that mean re, religare, right? Which means to rely on. And when you break the word religion, you could see it. Rely on. You know what I'm saying? You
Right,
put
right.
the word rely on in it.
A legion. Take allegiance to something. Religion. So means to do something over again. So like say, rewind the tape. Rewind it. Means to do something over. So religion. You religion to this religio.
Yeah, but it's rely. It's rely on. That's why in the Bible it said, do not lean on your own understanding. So you gotta have something to lean on. And even, in our, regular life, we have, saying, that say, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
Right.
Or if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So that lets you have to rely on something. you know if
That's
you
what,
don't if you're not relying on
that's
something.
what I was saying earlier, bro. I was saying like people like I was saying it earlier on my live that I was out and about earlier, right, man? And I'm in traffic. One of these stool pigeons from this church, he has like a collection jar. He tells me to roll my window down. Roll my window down. He said, "Hey, you want to donate to the Church of Christ?" I said, "No, man, I'm good. I don't want to donate. I'm not going to give you my hard-earned money. Get the fuck out of here. If you stand in the street and beg for money, they'll call you a goddamn bum. But
Now
they out there beg for money."
I donate because listen, I have a different mentality. I'm Neo. I go to the Matrix and get some people out. To me, these people are my people,
Man, I
right? My
tried telling
melanated people. That's me.
I tried telling dog. I said, "Do you know what Jesus means?" I said, "Do you know the dichotomy for Jesus?" I said, "Jesus means Jesus, means high Satan. It was an NPC. He started to glitch. He
But
walked
nah,
away."
but listen though. In reality, that's not how it works. You're a OG right now, right? I'm pretty sure it's certain young, brothers, that's probably you probably know personally, and you see how they, moving in the street, and you're trying to give them the game, and they're looking at you, or they might not want to tell it to you,
Man,
but
some
you
people
could tell.
can't be. Hey,
Hold,
hey, now,
hold on,
bro.
right
I,
quick.
I I agree with everything most of you say, man. But most cannot be waking up, bro. Hey, I don't give a fuck what you say to them, what you do. You can have a stick called truth and knowledge. You can have a stick, a bat with knowledge and wisdom and understanding written on that motherfucker, and beat the shit out of them with it. They still won't get it, man. I'm
Nah,
telling you.
listen, everybody ain't gonna wake up at the same time. Cause everybody ain't come in then come here at the same time. Everybody gonna wake up on their own time, but eventually, only a quarter of the people gonna, of our people, is going to be lost. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So,
That's right.
you're gonna
Yeah,
have people that's gonna be wake up in the era, of to 2024. You're gonna have people waking up in 2025. People waking up every year. You're gonna have a group of people that's waking up. Everybody not gonna wake up the same year. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna wake up. Is a wake up call that we all
Now, I'm not
is
saying like
getting,
the
right?
majority of the masses. For me, the majority of the masses is not. They all robots. I said, no, I ain't ready for that, bro. But thanks. And then Edgar said, "Why do you need a medium to connect to the ancestors? You are the ancestors already, man. Yeah, that's true. We already are the ancestors. We just reincarnated. We just incarnated into another vessel. We are the ancestors. We've been here before. Technically,
Yeah.
that's why I said I said when I have vivid dreams, man. I talk to my ancestors vividly. I have vivid dreams of me coming in working in conjunction with my ancestors because we are the ancestors. We just keep coming in down here. We get
Nah,
we
I
get
didn't. That's not the only thing I said though. I didn't say you only need a medium, right? Well, I said you can be the medium, right? And when the body, meaning that the body, your body, can be the medium. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And
what you're
then
saying.
your real you gonna be the observer. So the real you gonna observe. Uh uh the ancestors speaking through your body, and you're going to use your body to speak with the ancestors, or you know what I'm saying, and I say, or right, if you have the ability to speak, I mean to hear yourself when you speak, right, then the ancestors is speaking through you. You know what I'm saying? When the ancestor is speaking through you, and you also know when you're speaking. When okay, what I'm saying right now, I know I'm saying something that I don't, that's I don't know where it come from, where I get it. Is maybe it's the question that they ask me, whatever the case may be, or maybe it's the ancestors. That okay, whatever I'm saying right now, it make perfect sense, but it didn't come from me because you hear what you said. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that ability. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Hey, what's up, Israel? What's up, Don?
Shalom,
And
brother.
Salute to
Shalom,
everybody.
brother.
And then Edgar said we can't move the people because they chained by the cube. Yeah, man, they not letting go of that religio, man. They ain't letting go of that juice. They ain't letting go of that the God, Allah, Buddha. They ain't letting go of none of that shit, man. They stuck inside of the cube. Especially those goddamn those sewer dwellers, those Khazarians, those rat looking motherfuckers, man. They connected straight
Nah,
to
bro,
the hexagon on that fallen planet Saturn, man.
nah, man. Listen,
Especially if you
bro.
juice. I feel like you gotta think, bro. Majority of the masses is juiced. They ain't gonna be able to see what we see, man. They juiced. They
That
they 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 fell in love with the beast. A motherfucker that work in
that's
the
true
hospital
though.
all day.
But
Look, man,
listen,
bro.
listen though, Truth.
Somebody that work in a hospital all day with a lab coat on. They done inoculated 20,000 people over in a span of 20 years. He ain't gonna wake up. That is a zombie. That's an agent for the Matrix.
We no Truth. Listen though, sir. There is objective truth and subjective truth, right? There is certain truth that you subject to it,
Right.
right? And there is eating, like eat, right, like eating. That is true. We have to eat. We subject to eating. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain thing that's subjective that you don't really have to abide by that, and it's temporary. So the at one point, the masses wasn't always asleep. You know what I'm saying? So if they transition, from being awake to sleep, then they can transition from being sleep to awake. It's just a process. So we can't say that they will never, we can never say never. You know what I'm saying? Because all we have is forever.
Man, yeah, I agree with you saying, but I just know, man, this is a simulation, man. This is a Metatronic overlay. This is the number of the video game that your soul playing. So they gotta have non-player characters, zombies, and clones in this motherfucker to make up numbers, man. Those they not reachable, bro. They don't have no inner voice. They don't have a higher self they can connect to. Majority of the masses have calcified pineal glands. And these are studies done by so-called world-renowned scientists. They study this shit. They know 85% of the populace have calcified pineal glands, and that means they have no connection to higher self or source. They can't connect to the cosmos. They cut the fuck off spiritually. He said,
Yeah,
no,
I get that, but that don't apply to me and my people.
no, not so not
Just
to us.
because my people,
That's what I'm
hold
saying.
on
It's a
right quick.
diametrical difference between us, the ones that chose to incarnate and chose a certain time lapse to wake up and start to remember. Because and that goes back to what you saying, like working, like being in like being in working in tandem with our ancestors, being in the same synchronicity. They let us know what's true. Like, oh, okay, it's time to wake up. You see what I'm saying?
And you gotta think about it too, bro. Even a non-player character is playing a role in the game. Other than that, it wouldn't be in the game. A non-player character in the game is playing a role to do nothing, which is just being walking around, doing what it programmed to do in the game. So it's still playing a role. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, when it comes to my people, I because some of my people is asleep. I don't think that they're incapable of waking up.
Right,
You
yeah, I
know,
get what you're saying. I feel like that too. I feel like I feel like it's a small number of us, man, that incarnated at this present time because we only can live in the present that chose this path. This is why we're labeled black sheep and crazy.
now
And
we didn't choose. We didn't choose. I could speak for myself at this time. I didn't choose to come here just to know the truth. I choose to come here at this time not only to know the truth, but to also reveal it to those who don't know the truth,
right,
right? And
that's what
also,
I'm getting at. Right, we chose
yeah,
to do that too.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, all I have is forever to do what I came here to do, which is, what I'm saying, to reveal the truth to the people. Because, what I'm saying, I'm supposed, if it wasn't because of assimilation, I would have came into this world already the truth. Because
Right,
of assimilation, because of, programming, so, I had to, go through the process, of learning the truth, right? Or remember the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? Or or not even that, or connect, you know what I'm saying? Connected back with my spirit, you know what I'm saying? With my ancestors, and get the message and get the truth again, right? But now that I'm at stage one. I'm at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it just begin. This is the reason why the Bible said that when the end of the world, when you see countries going against countries, when you see earthquakes everywhere, you see all these things. This is just the beginning. You feel me?
right.
So,
It's the end of their system. It's the end of the matrix. So knowing yourself is knowing your ancestors. They live in our genes and our DNA, DA, and vibration. Yeah, facts. That's facts. Yep. Said, let the master stay asleep. That's what Dom said. Yeah, facts, man. I don't bother. Let the dead lie with the dead, man. I don't bother. If somebody, if I feel like somebody has like a spark inside of them that can be lit, because you lie dormant when you sleep. But if I feel like somebody that take the time to like actually sit back and discern, use a discernment and like listen and take in new information, because we 80% water, right? So we retain all information. So somebody want to like open their minds up and be able to take in this information, you can work with that type of person. But when somebody's being combative and argumentative and they just calling you crazy and throwing insults at you, don't even waste your time. It'd be people in your family too. I was having a conversation with somebody in my family. They were trying to convince me to go vote for Kamala Harris, but I'm telling this person voting is an illusion. I said, why go vote for the same person that just told you to put a jab in your goddamn arm 4 years ago? They told you be a good slave and mask up and stand 6 feet apart. So you're gonna go vote for the same entity that's imprisoning you mentally. And I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm not playing the victim. I'm not trying to be a victim of anything. I'm just being I'm thinking with logic. Like, why continue to support a system that took up that tried to strip us of our birthright? Because leave it to them, we wouldn't even be here. People got cognitive dissonance, man. They seem to forget shit. Like, these are the same entities that came out with the Indian Removal Act, trying to like literally paper genocide us and get rid of us. So you still gonna go stand on a line? You stood in the line to take the inoculation, and now you standing in the line again to give them more of your energy because you in fear. See, this is why I can't go along. I can't play along with this shit. The God in me is not going. My soul ain't with none of this shit.
but we can't keep saying that too, bro. We can't keep saying they doing this to us. At some point we gotta start saying we doing this to ourselves.
Right, right.
so we could
I'm not
find a
on
way.
your enemy. That's why I just said I'm not playing the victim role by anything. Because at the end of the day, I can be my lower self is my own worst enemy. It's a battle between me and my lower self any given day. I understand that, but then I got to fight this battle on many fronts. I'm having to fight with my lower self. I'm having to fight my own personal demons, and then I got to fight against these entities, that want to enslave us or enslave me mentally. So it's different battles being fought on different fronts in this spiritual war.
But I'm gonna say this, right? Because when we say, the ancestors live through us, I don't necessarily agree with that, because I think, uh my body, is designed, is designed or composed, to strictly, you know, uh uh hosted me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think, there is a, I can allow, you know the ancestors to compose themselves, right, in alignment with me, to deliver a message. But I have to allow them to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't, because I have to remove. It's like driving a car. Before you could allow somebody to drive your car, to
What's up,
drive the car.
I'm gonna cut you off now. My bad, bro. What's up, so Alma? You can come up for a minute if you want. When you came up last time, you brought some real good information. Go ahead, Naga. My bad.
Yeah, much love to her. Yeah, so it's just like driving a car. My body, is my car, my makaba. You know what I'm saying? My vehicle, my my ship. You know what I'm saying? My spaceship. I'm using my body to travel through time. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that just like driving a car, I could allow, anybody I fuck with, to drive my car, but first I have to get out of the seat, you know, before they could get in the seat to drive the car, So before, the ancestors could speak through me, I have to remove myself in the seat, of the of God, or the third eye. You know what I'm saying? I have to remove myself, from the soul, the seat of the soul. You know what I'm saying? To let my ancestors come in, and speak and deliver a message. You know what I'm saying? So we don't, a lot of time, we do that. It happen. We don't recognize. We don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's taking place. So when I say, I know my ancestors, well, I know you too, right? Truth. I know my daddy, right? I know my mom. I know my sisters, right? But you know, they gotta, they gotta tell me something, right? Just cause I know them don't mean that I know what they know, right? Just like I know my dad don't mean I know what my daddy know. Just like just like my daddy know me don't mean that he know what I know. It's the same thing. There is a reason why there is many spirits. It's not just one spirit, like the Christian tell you is only God, in voodoo, right? Or in spiritualisms, right? You have many spirits, and each spirit represents something. So I can go to a spirit of fire, and it cannot do something, what a spirit of water can do, and the spirit of water cannot do what a earthly spirit can do. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about, the ancestors, just because we know them, don't mean that we know what they know. If that was the case, as soon as we come, you know, to realization who we are, right? Then we wouldn't know exactly in every details, what happened, to them, or I mean, no, what happened or what they know. We wouldn't know exactly what they know, but that's not how it is. Everybody have their own, everybody store their own whatever they need. Like when we all go to the supermarket, is the same thing at the supermarket, but we all don't buy the same thing. We all don't take the same thing to our house. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't come to my house just because we went to the same supermarket, you know, if you wasn't there with me when I was shopping, you ain't gonna know what I got in my house. Even though you know what supermarket I went to, right? You be going to that supermarket, so that don't mean you automatically know what I got in my house. You know what I'm saying? Because the supermarket, basically got a whole bunch of things. When I go in the supermarket, I don't get everything. I just get what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I use
Hey,
it. I come back. It's the
yeah, I
same
got you,
thing.
Naga. Hey, Israel, man. Post your Cash App and your PayPal in the comments. Y'all go support to Israel. He's having a hard time right now.
I
He's in
did.
a
I posted in the chat, the
right.
StreamYard
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, to anybody else, you post it on the panel too. That way, other people can see it.
It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me do it in the YouTube chat.
But y'all go to the private chat and y'all show him some love, man.
'Cause I'm
Hope you
currently in the
stay.
hospital. I need your prayers. I need your best wishes and support.
Gonna see some good energy, brother, man. Hope everything get better for you, man.
Thank you,
So,
brother.
Anytime, fam. Said Edgar said the ancestors live in your genes. They do it and silence your genes by all means. They do it to silence your genes by all means. Yeah. They wanna shut down your genetic makeup. That's what the juice was about. This is why they keep us weighed down with poisons and heavy toxins and metals and shit like that. Because it does something to your neurological center, your neurological faculties. And it does something to the brain. Because the brain, that's what the brain is where the pineal glands at. So they keep you, and they keep your pineal glands number the door. So if they keep that door shut, you can't connect to higher self. That's what this whole game is about. And this is why they do. So this is why he just said something about GMO. Yeah, this is why they spray these food with GMOs and shit like that, and poisons. So you don't remember. That's what it's about, man. That's why I would say they wash your memory with different things, with GMO foods, with television propaganda, with school curriculums, with your job, through religion, through monotheistic religion. They do it through the fiat banking system. They do it through the military industrial complex. They do it through music. Anything is used as a weapon against us. That's what I'm saying. It's so many battles that we having to fight in this spiritual war, man. It's just you got to be aware of this shit. You got to be up for the task. Because most people, so I'm saying most people ain't mentally strong spiritually or psychologically to know what we know. It takes a special type of being to be in enlightenment and be able to see what the fuck this shit is. Most people will blow their goddamn brains out and jump off the roof. You go
well, I
go
think
tell
I think we see a lot of things, that stop us from knowing, from knowing things. We stop, we shorted ourselves. You know what I'm saying? For example, uh somebody, the like for example, the Haitian eating cats things, right? Like, uh I could have, I could have just said that, oh yeah, I already know the story. You don't even have to, I mean, you could have just said, oh yeah, the story. I don't even have to elaborate, right? But by me elaborating, you learn the fact that, oh shit, Haitians do eat cats, right? If so, it's something, you know what I'm saying? Even though you already know something about it, but you don't know everything about it. For example, just because I know certain things about, a telephone, don't mean I know everything about a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know certain things, about a TV, don't mean I know everything about the TV. You know what I'm saying? I only know what I needed to know. Uh, uh, uh about the TV. At the
Hey, hey,
time.
hey, hey, one more thing now. One more thing. Y'all make sure to sub up to everybody's channels. Sub to Naga's channel. Sub to Israel's channel. Sub to Edgar's channel. He got a lot of good information over there. That's my boy, man. Sub to So Ama's channel, Dom's channel. Y'all sub to his channel. Tell his channel. I'm gonna read some of these comments. So if you don't identify with the ancestors that live in you, then you can't manifest them. You can't manifest them perception. You can't manifest them perception of them.
Nah,
That's
listen, bro. I'm a master for real, bro. Like, I really do this. So to me, in my psychic, bro, genes, your genes come from your generations, and generations is only, only mean generative actions, you know. So to say my ancestors live through me is this basically saying that my ancestors live through my generative action. You know what I'm saying? Based on how I generate my actions, the actions I take, That's what allowed my ancestors to live. And if I cease to stop taking action, that means my ancestors stop living. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not looking at it in that way. Like my ancestors, live the same place I live. Me and my ancestors, we all live in the same place. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I came to this body. You know what I'm saying? I created to this body, just like me and my family. We all could live in the same house, but we all got our own car, though. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got our own car. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Me and my ancestors, we all, came from the same bloodline. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you said,
We,
my ancestors, the ancient ones, and I live with them.
yeah. So I'm basically living with my ancestors. I'm alive with them. We all alive. You
Yeah,
know
when
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
I am. You say I am. I am descendants of the ancient ones. I am the origin of creation. I am my ancestors. I am a supreme being. I am a supreme being of mathematics. Supreme mathematics. I'm a supreme being of the omniverse. Everything is I am. I am the ancestors. I am.
Right. I know, and this is why I'm not saying they're living through me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I live. I think we all. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I wouldn't even say my ancestors. First of all, I wouldn't even to clarify. I would say my ancestors exist, right? But I wouldn't say they're alive. Alive, to be alive means totally different things. For example, what I'm saying, a sperm is not alive. You know, a egg is not alive. You know what I'm saying? So we have to know what it means, to be alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think my ancestors, I could allow my ancestors to live through me. You know what I'm saying? I guess a lot of people allow their ancestors to live through them, without them knowing, and this is why a lot of things is happening to them. They're confused. They can't understand because they can't, they can't control themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time it's not them, that's controlling their body. It's like, let's say we're all in a car, like four of us in the car, and at any moment, anybody could just grab the steering wheel, you know. So that car, gonna be hard to control, you know what I'm saying? Or to monitor, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, it is chaos. It's chaos in it, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why a lot of people, they be confused, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Because truly they allow, their ancestors or other entities, other spirits to live through them. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the spirit, control the body just like they would. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people will regret things they do because it wasn't you. You didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? A spirit using your body to do it. One of your
Yeah,
ancestors or
if
one
you
of
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you vibrating really low, you can't have parasitical entities step in. This is what they call the body snatcher. They literally snatch your body because if you're not in control of your vessel, your avatar, another entity can step in. A low vibrating spirit can step in, or archonic entity can step in and control your vessel just to make you an agent and get somebody else at that given time. Just like when somebody drank, that's not really them. That's somebody. That's a ghoul because the ancient word for alcohol is a ghoul. That's one of them ghouls that's took corporeal form and you made them do some crazy shit, made them spaz out and shit, go on a fucking murderous rage or go fucking get to cussing everybody out. That's not really them. That's so yeah. I see what you're saying. Let me read some of these comments. Your ancestors evoke your way of thinking and culture and science the Yeah, because the things that our ancestors did, been doing for hundreds of thousands of years, and we know time is an illusion. But I'm saying this to get my point across. We still do to this day. Everything cultural. So that, like when I would go to Mississippi and I would watch my grandmother do quilts. That's a Aboriginal indigenous heritage that we've been doing for hundreds of years. So that was something that's something that lives within us that we still do. Our moves, the way we talk, our swagger. Some of our ancestors had this same swagger.
well, I think that's kind of contradicted, right? That term itself, right? That the ancestors, right? The conception or the idea of ancestors, because, for example, God don't have a God, right? Take it to the Bible right quick. Do the creator have a creator? You know,
Um,
according to the religion, to the story, the creator, you know, it just is, right? And I'm looking at the ancestors the same way. Like either you're the ancestors or you're becoming the ancestors, right? So either you become, if you're becoming an ancestor, you know, of course you're gonna have ancestors, you know, that's gonna lead you to become one of them. But once you become an ancestor, right, you don't have no ancestor, right? You basically a ancestor. You know what I'm saying? So when you know when I was on my journey, you know, to become, you know, uh uh to become, you know, a master of self, you know, I used to refer to my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Say, my ancestors this, my ancestors that. You know what I'm saying? Now the power is literally in my hand. I'm the ancestor. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I can say, my ancestors live through me. Because if 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 uh if ancestors don't have me, therefore I don't have ancestors. You see? If ancestors don't have me, therefore I don't have ancestors. So
yeah, I see what you're trying to say. I get what you're saying, but you know, everybody got their own opinions on that on this topic. You know, so as long as we can agree to disagree, you know, I agree with most of what you're saying, but still in the same breath, I know that our ancestors don't go nowhere. But I see what you're saying when you're saying the creator of the Bible. You saying the God of the Bible don't have a creator, and technically that God does. The God of the Bible fell from other guys, went against other guys, you know. But us, like,
nah, that's not God. That's not God.
look,
That's Lord.
that's a Lord, a deity. That
Yeah.
that makes me think of the movie Predator. You remember the end towards Predator 2, matter of fact. Because when you look at if you look at the movie Predator from an esoteric standpoint, you'll see that the Predator was really a good guy. So it was wiping out low vibrational motherfuckers that try to come in and sabotage nature. So
Mm-hmm.
in Predator 2, when that being with the dreads died on that spaceship with Danny Glover, who appeared out of nowhere? Who teleported into that spaceship, came and got him and took him back to wherever he came from? You're gonna say those were ancestors, right? A so-called spiritual guys.
Well, I think that's him came back and get his own body.
You see what you know what I'm trying to say? Like when you watch that movie Predator 2, when he died, when Danny Glover was on that spaceship, and a bunch of those predators, a bunch of those beings with those dreadlocks came and teleported out of nowhere, came, got him. It was like 10 of them and took him back to wherever he came from.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. And that, and what I'm saying is that, for example, like you are aware of your lower self and your higher self, right? Right?
Right. Facts.
So let's say, right, God forbid, right? I'm not gonna be specific on the situation, but you had to how you happen to be in a bad situation that everybody can see, right? And mysteriously, right? Somebody see uh, a light, or somebody see, you know, an invisible force just came out of nowhere and remove you out of the situation. Like everybody can see you being removed from the situation, right? Now everybody gonna say it's your ancestors. Everybody gonna say it's God, or everybody gonna say it's this. But deep down, you know that's your higher self that came, you know, that came and get you out of this situation because you're aware of your higher self. So you know it's your higher self. This is what I mean, you know, by the movie Predator. So when he died, right, he literally became, you know, the ancestors, and he came back
Right,
and get his body.
right. That's what I was trying to say. Right. Yes.
So that's why I say, you know, me personally, you know, I don't have ancestors. Ancestors don't have me because I be, you know, I felt like, you know, I truly, you know, think to know
So
that I am.
your standpoint, your synopsis is you saying your prognosis is you saying like you really don't have an ancestors per se. When you feel like when you transcend and you leave your avatar, you become an ancestor.
Nah, I feel like I've already became an ancestor literally in the flesh. Like I don't have to transition to become one. So when I said I'm the ancestor, I'm not speaking, you know, spiritually. I'm speaking literally. I'm being literal with it.
It's not only spiritual but physical. Facts are Edgar, bro. Genes are physical entities, information. Facts. So Amma said we are a living meaning. We can become evil live, right? Once we manifested our vessel, right? In my own opinion, you are the ancestors that's they not outside of you like Jesus though, right? I agree with that, Edgar. Great share panel. Thanks, Don. Appreciate that, bro. So ancestors can live and act through you, but only when invited to use your body. You will know when you have a craving for something or your grandpa used to eat or drink. That's when you know they are present. Yeah, yeah. I wholeheartedly, you know, I agree with that because a lot of the things we do, they did. So I agree with that. So I'm
Yeah, I still don't think that, uh and the way we talk about the ancestors, I know we're talking about those who transition, and I don't think they're alive. Like my grandfather, right? For example, I don't think my grandfather is alive, right? I could allow him to have, to have a a life, a living experience through my body, right? But that's not what happening. I didn't allow him to, to do that. You know what I'm saying? So unless somebody, that's living, allow him to use their body, I don't think, he have, he can experience life, but I think he exists, right? you know to be to exist and to be alive, I think it's two different things. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I can't, uh 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 connect the word live or living with the ancestors, because I know, to be alive meaning that you have to be breathing, right? You have to be breathing to be alive. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I don't know what's going on in the chat. Let me take a look. Oh, she was right. She said our ancestors can live and act. Oh, she didn't say as our ancestors living. She said our ancestors can. Definitely right. Definitely can live in if we allow the ancestors to. You know,
he
we
said we
call
that's stuff. Wait for a minute. We call ancestors cabros,
Kab, Kabara.
kabara, spirit. To be, Edgar said, to be alive is to have a soul, right? But soul, right? Yeah, Ra, yeah, Ra, the son of the body. Yeah, Ra, I mean Ra, Ra's the son, right? Or the body.
Well, is I think Ra means soul for real.
Right, because Ra means son, souls, and they call Jesus the deity, the son of man. So soul, Jesus, Ra, you can say it's soul, yeah, because soul is the son.
Yeah, and
It's
I
the
think
same thing.
I think the ba, is the body, and I think the ka is the spirit.
Just like, and I had got a crazy download the other day. It's just like the other day I was thinking to myself, because they say Christopher Columbus came over here on a goddamn on a boat, but on actuality, I'm thinking to myself, they came on spaceships, because if water is space, that means a fucking boat is a spaceship. It's not really a fucking boat because water is space. Because if you got to sail from here to there, and water creates space, so water is it's really a spaceship. A boat is a ship. Spaceship is the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, that's why I said, my body is like a ship, that I'm using, you know, to travel through time, through space, to travel through space and time, right? The body is just, that's how I'm looking at it. So that's why I say the body is being uh manufactured, it's being composed, is designed, for me,
Right.
and I can allow other souls, uh or spirits to guide it, to control, my ship, but that's under my authority, they can't invade my ship. Ain't no invasion taking place. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no a spirit can just come and take over my body like that. You know what I'm saying? That spirit is bugging. I gotta allow it, that spirit to come. But we can clearly see in our reality that people is being possessed. If you know what possession is, you can tell that people is being possessed every, in every day, every minute, every hour. People is being possessed. They don't understand. They don't know what's going on. They think it's themselves. They think it's them. You know what I'm saying? But it's really not them. They don't have no clue. This is why they don't know who they are, because out of all these different versions, that's coming, all of these different personalities that's coming through them, they don't know which one is them. They're confused. But me personally, that's what I'm saying. I know, this version of me that's speaking right here is the only version, that can control the ship unless I
Yeah,
allow any other version.
we can't see each other physically. We can't see each other's physical vessels. When you hear each other speak, that's all we can hear. I can hear your soul speak. Same thing with Edgar, Dom, anybody. Like if they were to join the panel, we can hear them. Like we can hear your soul speak, your spirit
Yeah,
speak.
just like if you would see, if I was driving a car right now and I was pulling up on you, you wouldn't see me coming. You would see my car coming. You know, until I stop the car and open the car, and get out. That's when you'll be able to see me. This is what a lot of time before when you finally get to know people, to truly know somebody, or to get to know somebody, they have to open up. If they don't open up to let you in, you can't, you won't know who they are for real. You know, because they just talking to you through behind a mask. They're hiding. It's like somebody. It's like me coming to your house and you talking to me through the door or through the window. You know what I'm saying? You ain't letting me in. You know what I'm saying? To see the real you talking to me. So yeah.
Right. I was want to talk about something else too, man. Like where I live at, it's still getting like 90 degrees outside. Like right now, it's almost 90 degrees. But the fucking leaves are still falling off the tree. I was sitting thinking to myself the other day. I said, I said, this shit. I said, this shit ain't natural. I said, that let me know all this shit. These seasons are goddamn inorganic. I said, how the fuck is this leaves still falling off the tree if it's not even cold outside like that? It's hot as shit out here. So that means that tells me that they hitting this planet with some type of fucking to freeze this motherfucker. Not to freeze it, but like
I'm a,
they hitting these trees with some type of frequency or some type of weapon to kill them. Because there's no way it's still tropical climate and the fucking trees are still dying like this.
hell yeah, you are 100% right. Pay attention to how I'm answering you, right? And then I'm gonna say something after that. You are 100% right. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Because for the longest, I've been studying the sky since the rise of chemtrail. I think it was in around 2015, 16. There was a big talk about chemtrail. I spent 2015, 16, 17 studying the sky, right? And I come to the conclusion that winter is not real, you know. And I do my research, I try to do my research to find out, if the ancient people, was talking about snow or ice, I can't find the word, for snow. You know what I'm saying? So basically I come to the conclusion, okay, snow came after, the dark age. You know, that's when they came with that. But I answer you like that. I'm saying these things the way I'm saying it. I say this with an authority. Like to me, can't nobody tell me no different, right? Like to me, can't nobody convince me or tell me like, oh, snow was, you know what I'm saying? Was here from the beginning of time because you know what I'm saying. I come to the conclusion, with chemistry. You know what I'm saying, and I know how you can create snow. So I said this to say that this is why they hated Jesus, and this is why a lot of people hate me when I go around and talk because I talk with an authority, like I told you earlier. Like people want to know, like where you get this from? How do you know this? You know what I'm saying? Or who told you this? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that was telling Jesus. This is why when they was trying to question his authority, and he pulled out a quarter, and he tell them whose face, is on that quarter, and they told him it was Barabbas or something like that. I forgot who they told him it was, and he asked, who gave him authority to put his face on that quarter, right? And nobody could answer. That's when the philosophers was talking about him, the Pharisees. They was talking to him. So none of them could answer him and tell him who gave that man his authority to put his face on his money. Then Jesus told him, then neither will I tell you who gave me the authority to speak the way I speak, to do, to act the way I'm acting. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I when you start speaking with authority, you start to know things. You know what I'm saying? Uh, without trying to, like, things will come to you. For example, I think that there is a lot of things, that a lot of questions we asking ourselves, but it's because we don't have faith in ourselves, because we don't have confidence in ourselves, is the reason why we don't get these answers. We believe in outside of ourselves, whether it's the ancestors, whether it's an entity outside of you, whether it's whatever, right? Besides you, right? You believe in something else. So when we ask a question, right? When we're looking for something, we're looking for something else rather than us to give us the answer.
Right. Yeah, so that's why I say what you're looking for, you the question and you the answer. So as long as
Yeah,
they're talking facts, that's irrelevant. And then Edgar said, truly, nothing we know is real. No snow in the old maps. Yeah, man. That's true. Yeah, you go back to any of them old maps, no snow at all. All that shit's new. They brought that shit from somewhere else, man, from another realm.
yeah, man. It's just technology. It's white magic. Like when the ancestors, uh uh see, snow, right? What they were like, wow, it must be, it must come from the God they're talking about. Because we've
Well,
been
I
here on
do
this
know, but
planet.
I do know this, man. The hotter that this planet gets, the more the Kundalini starts to rise. The hotter the sun gets, because the Earth starting to activate and become more active. Mother Earth, planet Kai's waking up, so it's gonna become more of a tropical planet. So this technology, this artificial winter technology they using, is not gonna be able to work for too much longer. And we're not gonna be having no more winters. It ain't gonna be, because this shit's artificial anyway. Artificial don't organic always outlast artificial. So this shit ain't gonna last too much longer. I think to myself all the time, we ain't gonna have too many more winters. Think about it. They trying their best to keep this shit going. I remember in
Yeah,
2012.
they
I remember verbatim, bro. In 2012, it wasn't no winter. It was warm the whole goddamn winter. It was like 60 degrees the whole winter. It wasn't that one cold day. They tried to like get snow, but that shit didn't even last. This is what happens when you go into a sun cycle, man.
well, me personally, like I said, I think to know, like, I study these people. Without them spraying the sky, ain't no winter. Without them spraying the sky, listen, every day, ain't no winter. Is no way. If they spend a year without spraying the atmosphere, we ain't going to have no winter.
Nah,
And
none
and
at
I
all.
believe and I believe that this is why they're trying to provoke World War III. Even though it's already happened, it's because they're trying to create confusion, darkness here on Earth, so they could get their hand on certain resources that allow them to create these chemicals that they keep spraying in the air. Because these chemicals ain't come from nowhere. They come from right here, from the material, from resources that we have on this planet.
Boy, they know,
They
they
know
know,
how
they
to.
they know, they know they've been served an eviction notice. It's just like it's like being a fucking a fucking, what's it called? Not a deadbeat. It's like being fuck somebody that don't like paying their rent. Like,
Mhm.
what's it called? What's some people called? A squatter. They ain't nothing but squatters. They came here to this realm and they ain't been nothing but squatters since they've been here. So the planet and the beings is starting to get fully acclimated, served them this eviction notice, saying, hey, it's your time to get the fuck out. Now you got this much time, you gotta get the fuck out. You got 90 seconds left on your goddamn doomsday clock. We're in a processional cycle. The cosmic clock being reset. Everything has to go back to zero. Y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. So they doing anything and everything they can to cause all this havoc and chaos before their time is up, before they gotta go. These ain't nothing but galactical squatters, man. They
Nature ain't
space.
even nature ain't even got their hands in it net according to me, right? According to my knowledge. I still feel like this is us resisting, right? This is the uh human being force resisting, against the injustice, against what they're doing. And the more we resist, right, and it's the more it's going to approach to where it's going to get physical. And because it's already got physical, I don't think it's going to get physical again. I think this is when nature going to step in. This is when a lot of places is going to have a tsunami. A lot of places going to go underwater. And a lot of earthquakes. A lot of natural disaster is going to happen all over the world. And that's when nature is stepping in, because we basically warn them. You know what I'm saying? We warning them. We letting them know, stop, going against nature. They only making it worse, but they ain't listening to us. They keep pushing the button. They keep on poking the beer, right? And this is what they're going to get. What they're going to get if they keep doing it. Ain't no way. You're going to keep planting the same seed. And don't get the same tree. It's going to give you the same tree every time. And
Yeah,
they
well, that's
know
what
it,
I'm
man.
saying. When they talk about climate change and global warming, that ain't nothing but the Earth waking back up, man. That ain't nothing but the planet coming back into consciousness, man. So called because like we know the planet got veins and chakras. Everything we have, the planet has that because it's a living being too, as within, so without. So they know it's like
Have you coded that shit
they
before?
can't keep going against they can't keep going against the Fibonacci sequence of nature, man, and think they can get away with that shit. They can't not gonna escape nature. They not gonna escape karmic nature, man. Cosmic karma. Cosmic karma, man.
They
I got tongue
can.
tied.
They can through climate change. And I think climate change, is just them changing the lives, right? It's just change. It's just them changing the lives, like a polar shift. Like how they shift from Republic to Democrat, from Democrat to Republic. They keep switching, but we know it's the same bird. It's two birds of the same. I mean, it's two wings of the same bird. Because one of the wings, have to go up. Like you pedaling, like when you ride a bike, you have to pedal. When one pedal go down, the other one go up, and the other one go down, and the other one go up. So it's a propelling. It's a control mechanism.
Right, but
I'm
I feel
saying that.
when I look at the precessional cycle clock, man, we going back into the golden yuga, man. Of this is why we coming back into awareness and consciousness because we leaving the age of Pisces, the age of sleep, the age of dealing going outside of yourself, looking for a guide. So they system all these lies they perpetrated the past 6,000 years, even though time don't exist because 6,000 years is just technically yesterday. But I'm saying that to say this: they can't take none of this shit into a new sun cycle because we leaving a lunar phase. Everything's been ran under a lunar light cold lockdown.
No,
Even
everything is about to.
hmm?
Everything is about to, but everything is not yet because we have something to do with in our own. Unless we do our own thing, nature cannot come in and cannot step in. So unless for example, is the and I hate to bring the Bible, but I'm gonna bring the Bible. You know, it, is the reason why Jesus, I mean, God didn't stop in, and stop the devil, from telling Adam and Eve to eat the apple because God had already told them, to not eat from it. So God was waiting on them to act on their own free will, on their own willpower, right? Once they resist against eating the apple, then God would have stepped in, right, and reinforced them. You know what I'm saying? But because they didn't do that, so God couldn't come in and reinforce it. And it's the same thing. The ancestors can't come in. I mean, the spirit, the ancestors, the energy cannot come in unless we do our, our thing first,
Right. It's
because
more,
we know.
right.
Go
It's
ahead.
more in line of an essence, like the ancestor, the essence of the ancestors. And he says, Edgar said most people are living, but they are not alive. Yeah, we got a lot of majority of the masses, from what I see, man. And this is no harm, no foul, man. Zombies, man. They like dead, man. When I'm out and about and I'm out doing stuff, man, I can just tell, like, man, this is a lost generation, man. Deep sleep in this goddamn matrix, man. So they gonna fall when this shit fall, man. Because they still hyping this shit up, just like with the political game, man. That's all I see people. That's the two things I see people talking about. NPCs talk about on these social platforms or in person. They either talk about religion or politics. I'm telling y'all, 90% of the time that I have conversations and dialogue with other people, they bring up. And I'm not saying these people have bad intentions or they just bad people. They just don't know. They're unconscious. I'm saying they either talk about politics, their political beliefs, or they talk about a goddamn religion. And that shit
That's
is
how they.
tiring,
That's how
man.
they got us. Religion keep us docile, while education keep us indoctrinated. You know, politics is the voice for education. You know, and religion. So you know, we going we gonna be docile while we be in that while we stay indoctrinated. We ain't never going to rise up and be rebels. Or and be savages like the Haitians, right? We ain't never gonna rise up and be savages, like how they call, us in the past, right? We're never gonna rise that. We always going to stay docile. You know what I'm saying? Because we relying on religion. We don't have nothing to rely on. We just talked about that earlier. You cannot rely on your own understanding. You see? You cannot rely on that. You gotta have something to rely on. Man, when I say you, I'm talking about the body. The body needs something to rely on, you know. And why did they give the body to rely on? They give the body religion to rely on, which is a god, an entity, a culture
That's what I'm
surrounding.
saying. That religio, man, that's like one hell of a spell, like to get over, like to get away from. That's like one hell of an indoctrination to get out of, because like I've seen people become so indulged in that shit, man. That's all they spew out their goddamn mouth. Like they so disconnected from the source, and they so disconnected from their higher self, man. That's just poison for the mind, man. That shit you can never
Listen,
mind.
bro.
You can never elevate the mind following that shit.
Bro, every time you say never or can, bro, remember that's a barrier. Always remember that.
I see what you're saying. But they putting a barrier between them their higher selves and the goddamn religion and that damn Bible.
But remember, we came to do the opposite. We came to tear down these gates, right? This wall, right? We came to climb, over this gate, and hop over these walls. You know what I'm saying? So we cannot put barriers, we can't do the same work. So we cannot we came to remove the barrier. This is why,
Right.
I'm not, using the word can't or never. I don't think my people is incapable.
Man,
You know
go
what I'm
look,
saying?
look. I'm gonna tell you like this, Naga. Going to a church right now or tomorrow, full of zombies. It's all juiced, and be like, hey man, y'all know Jesus and Lucifer and the God y'all worship is one and the same. They gonna run you out that damn church, man. They'll call a task on you. They, man, come on. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm saying hypothetically, man. Going to a church tomorrow, I'm like, hey man.
What you think going to happen, right? If a whole bunch of Aboriginal people is building and a Christian came in and trying to tell us that we're Christian, what you think going to happen? We all go jump on him too,
Right, right,
because
right.
because it's the wrong place. It's the wrong place to do that. You don't even the government, the power that be, they didn't come in between us, and start acting like, oh, they got something beat their chest like King Kong. They had to isolate us. Everybody know, if you want to really catch something, you have to isolate it. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why in the street we say we ain't trying to get caught lacking or get caught sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why when the animals is hunting, right? They're trying to get that, that one that's by itself. And if they're all in a pack, they're trying to make all of them run, and they get the weakest one, because they know if they go in the pack and trying to, and trying to be motherfucking hawk and shit, then they know they're gonna get the ass whooped. How many times you see a lion get his ass whooped by a couple buffalo? Because that's not the right way for him to hunt. He ain't supposed to go in the middle of all the buffalo and act like he a lion and trying to grab one of them. They're gonna beat his ass, they're gonna kill his ass. So it's the same way. So we're not supposed to go in the church, right? And trying to tell them, what we're supposed to do. But in fact, in our day-to-day life, when we see them at work, when we see them across, on the block walking, when we see them wherever we see them, and this is the time to engage with them, and give them the juice and get and plant the seed and let the seed, grow. You can come back and nurture the seed, but you gotta know first of all you have to plant the seed. Once
Right,
you
right.
plant
Yeah,
the seed,
it's
then
all
you can
about planting
always come
seeds.
back and nurture it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. Because I was having a conversation with this woman the other day with one of my customers, and she broke down crying to me like out of nowhere, like about losing her mom and dad, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
she started talking about religion. But I planted a seed in her. I told her, because she asked me if I have any type of faith or any belief system. I said no, I don't. I don't follow Catholicism or monotheistic religion. I said I believe myself that I'm the higher power. But I planted that seed in her. But then I told her, I said everybody gets mad. She said, "What made you walk away from religion?" I said because I started to question the God of that book. I started to question like, "Hey, if you love me the way you say you love me, why are you telling me I'm gonna go burn in the eternal fire? Why are you jealous of me?" So I told her that. And I was like, a lot of people behind closed. I was telling her that I was being real with her. I saw a lot of people behind closed doors. They angry at God. God, why the fuck you let my lights get cut off? Man, fuck God, motherfucker. You let my kid drown in that pool. You said you a savior. And she was agreeing with me. So like you were just saying, it's about planting seeds. So she might walk away from it because she said she ain't been to church in years. Because I believe that's what I'm saying. A lot of them starting to question that shit.
Yeah, so we're doing this shit the wrong way. This is why we always provoke a war. We always provoke a war because people, going to, die for what they believe in. People going to die for what they stand on. They're going to defend it. So you don't go in their territory, you know what I'm saying, and trying to take, oh, this is the reason why it's considered to be treason,
Right,
if you're
right,
trying
yeah,
to build a country inside of another country. It's
right,
treason. So in
right.
no
But
way,
she,
shape,
but
or
she was
form.
I feel like I ain't gonna cut you off, bro. I feel like if she was in front of her peers or anybody that followed monotheistic religion, she probably would have put up a fight. But since it was just me and her, she was open ears and she was taking in what I was saying.
Yeah, just like if you're trying to get one of them niggas sleeping in the street, you gotta wait when he going home by himself. During the day they all gonna hang out together. You gotta wait when when he going home by himself, and you catch his ass like, yeah, you was acting tough, right, with all your friends. What's up now, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And what he gonna do? He gonna be like, yeah, you got it, bro. You got it, homie. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't really like that, that's how you gonna say. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no choice because you really got him like that, and you got the upper hand. And it's the same thing with the religious people because they're weak-minded. They rely on other people, you know what I'm saying, to pump them up, you know what I'm saying, to hype them up, to to throw another, certain things so they could like, oh yeah, this and that, you know what I'm saying. So they both, they all could jump you, you know what I'm saying. But when it's a one-on-one, they can't face you one-on-one because there's a lot of things they're going to hit the wall every time.
And
And if you're going
do
to
you
be
feel like
logic with them,
that's the part of having a hive mentality, like being hive minded, thinking on the same synchronicities and thinking on the same level, being on the
yeah,
same frequency.
together we stand divided we fall.
Right.
We
Let me
have
read this
all these
comment
things
quick,
in
bro.
our reality. We have all these things. We just don't use them, bro. We just don't use the proper way, you know what I'm saying, to wake our people up because we allow these sold out leaders, these agents of chaos, to do the work we're supposed to be doing. So therefore they do the opposite of that.
Yeah, a lot of them chaos agents, man, they pushing division, man. Like between and that goes back. I hate to regurgitate this stuff. Like that goes back to us, like being originals, man, of this realm. And a lot of, that's what I'm saying, they try to separate us with separatism. Like y'all there, they over there. Yeah. Like I heard that. I heard them double teaming you saying y'all government left y'all behind. I'm like, man, nigga, what are y'all talking about, nigga? Look what our government did to us. I'm thinking to myself, y'all trying to separate the government from their government. It's all one world government. So you can't like just like they try to separate us amongst each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're trying to use reverse psychology. They're trying to say that that's what I'm doing. When in fact, I'm saying no. We all have the same government. The difference between me and a lot of people, we don't claim our government, nigga. We overthrow that motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Every
they was
time we get
claiming
a
it. That's what I'm
chance,
saying.
every
I
time we
think
get a chance, we overthrow that motherfucker. You ain't going to be in our face, doing that shit to us, nigga. We gonna overthrow your ass
that's
every
how it's
time,
supposed to be, and that's what I'm saying. Some of them dudes on that chat, I was like, man, these dudes are ignorant. They talking about y'all government, like nigga, you know what our government did to us, nigga? They took your identity away from you and gave it to somebody else and gave it to a mongoloid. Man, you talking about it. There's a diametrical difference, man. They took our whole identity and gave it to a whole nother class, a breed of species of
bro.
beings, man.
You wanna know? You wanna know a true fact, bro? If the people, right? If the people right here, the original people, I mean, should I say they're descendant of the original people, the aboriginal people, had to stand up here in the mainland, do you know what that would do alone in the whole continent?
Oh man, if all the originals, all the organics, all the copper color Indians here, man, if we got on the same, synchronicity, man, the same concord, man, and we really bit down and roll for like
Nah,
our cause.
we don't even gotta get on the same court. I'm talking about just like you see how Haiti got, is chaotic right now, right?
But
If
revolution, it's called rebellion. To rebel means to start a new frequency, a new vibration. This is why they got rid of all the bells. Rebel just means changing the frequency, the vibration. So the people in Haiti, that's what they doing. They overthrew a government because
bro,
that
I'm a
government might
wordsmith,
have been
bro.
low vibrational.
I'm a wordsmith. I do this for real. I broke down the word rebel to the to the to the soul, right? Becoming God again is basically, rebel is rebel, right? It's basically becoming God again. It's basically the soul. You know what I'm saying? Basically the soul becoming a God, or in the flesh. Basically the soul becoming a God in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So when I say we were supposed to rebel in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to maintain, the God status that we had in the beginning. We were supposed to rebel against the devil, against the Satan that that make us go against our nature. Just like right now, today, we're supposed to be a rebel, but they make us think that being rebel is a bad thing, right? So today we think, oh, if I'm being a rebel, I'm being bad. That's a bad thing. That got a bad connotation on it. So I'm not trying to be labeled as that. When in fact, that's literally when they start labeling you as a rebel, this when you start to becoming, God. Literally.
Right, finding that God conscious again, man. Because God is the highest center of the mind that uses elements of matter to express itself.
But
And
yeah,
that's the
what I was saying with the Aboriginal right here in North America alone, had they start any civil thing that start right here, just know, right, it's going to be so major that the whole continent going to, it's like that would be a spark, right? Basically to lit the whole continent, to basically remind us. That's basically the quick reminder we needed. It's just a spark. All we need is a quick reminder, is a spark, and then we'll be lit up again. You know what I'm saying? We'll be shining
so
again. We
so
start being
so
bright again. But
so what I'm catching is what you saying is like we could change this whole realm, but I don't think we got it in us, man. Especially on this mainland, I just don't see it, man, because we so goddamn divided about petty shit, man.
remember, every time, you know, as a god, right? Or being a witch or a warlock, casting spell, white magic. Every time we say can't, right? Or every time we say the word never, is a barrier. So
Man,
every time I say every
let me tell you something, cause I won't cut you off, bro. Let me tell you how powerful and I'm not trying to create no division, because you know I know we all spiritual beings having a physical experience. We soulful beings. I understand this. I know this. So I'm not trying to cause division or none of that nonsense, because that's low vibrational shit. But I want melanated people to know how powerful we are, man. If we, let's just say hypothetically, if we all left this realm right now, man, this realm would not exist, man. That sun would go with us. This realm would not exist, man. Telling y'all, that's how powerful we are. That's how tapped in to nature we are. That's how synced into nature we are, man. Real
Yeah, and
shit.
that's why we're supposed to reverse, the psychic, of our people, because they got us think that we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't be, great as the ancestors. We can't do this, we can't do that. So we need to remove these barriers, right, and show how we can be that. You know what I'm saying? How we going to become that, instead of we'll never become that. How we will always be that. You know what I'm saying? So we need to remove these barriers, but we don't want a lot of time. We use listen, bro. This, I'm telling you, this white magic shit is real. That's word casting. Casting spell is a real thing. A lot of people is under spell, man. I'm telling you, this shit is a real thing.
Yeah,
So we have
of
to
course,
understand
under
when we
spell of
speak.
King Goo and Leviathan. Hey, I won't cut you off, Naga, again, but Israel, man, is anything you want to say? You want to tap in and say anything, man?
Well,
You
I'm
want
just
to?
listening. I'm just listening, brother.
Oh, what you
Um,
think of it?
if you can do me a favor, can you post my information in the YouTube chat? Cause I can't post it.
Yeah, let me see what I can. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can post here. Uh, let me see. Post comment. Hold on, let me copy and paste it real quick. All right, let me post it here. All right, there you go. I posted it in the. How do I put something in the chat right here? I'm trying to see. I barely know how to work this shit, bro.
You on your phone?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I only know
I
how to do.
posted it. I
Yeah.
reposted it in the private chat. Your PayPal.
Yeah, I don't know how to
You
do
got
that.
Cash App, man?
Huh?
I'm talking to Israel. You do got Cash App. Let me screenshot this.
I'm not sure. I'm not techno
This is what
savvy.
I'll do. I'll post it on my community page.
Okay.
So when I end this live, I'll post all your information on my community page.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. So I'm gonna say, well, yeah, it's supposed to be a limit. We supposed to be living in a tropical climate all year. I've always said snow is not natural. Yeah, facts. We tropical beings, man. We tropical beings. We shit. This is why our skin. So this is why our skin burnt. That's why we so damn. This is why we dark complected. That energy, you got to think the cosmos is 85% dark matter energy. So we manifest into a humanoid form as dark matter energy. But yeah, that's true. It's not supposed to get colder here at all. Period. So I'm glad
Yeah.
I
Let
grew up
me
in South America. Facts.
let
Lucky
me
so
let me
so.
let me tie in what I was saying earlier, right quick. About using word. Again, we have all these tools, all these knowledge and wisdom, embedded in our uh reality, that basically, for us to find, our true selves. We have, all the signs we need, that's going to lead us, to where we need to be. So even, we in our reality, we have that saying, uh how is that saying, say, uncle, say it again, be careful of what you say. You know what I'm saying? Or be careful of what you ask for, because you might, uh, surely get it, or you might just get it. So it lets you know, there is power in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? So when we cast these words, when we speak these words into existence, these words do become living words. You know what I'm saying? These words do become living words because we have life. You know what I'm saying? So we give life to things. You know what I'm saying? So when we give life to these words, that's going to entrap us. So we have to be aware of what words that we use that's going to benefit us, instead of trapping us, because we have to understand that, this is this they gave us that magic. You know what I'm saying? We didn't create that. You know what I'm saying? So if they're using it and allowed us to use it, believe it is in their advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to give you nothing. They ain't going to put nothing in your hand that's going to work against them and works in your favor. That's just a fact. If you know. If they ain't going to give you nothing that's going to work against them and work in your favor. So if we have something, that they have, if they allow us to have something they have, we have to know that, okay, it's in their favor. So how can we use it to be in our favor? That's just what I'm saying with the words, we how we speak, and on top of that is how we speak with our people too. Because a lot of, even in our reality too, we say it's not what you say, is how you say it. You know what I'm saying? So we say it all the time. It's not what you say, is how you say it. So a lot of time our message, get misconstrued because of how we say it. It's not because of what we saying, but it's because of how we saying, we delivering the message. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. I feel what you're saying, man. Uh, I was gonna tell y'all. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm on board with that. I might got a special guest coming up. That's a dude named Young Cavo. He's a real knowledgeable dude. I'm trying to get like something set up to where he can come on my channel and drop some gems because he got a lot of esoteric knowledge about about us being Atlanteans. And then he had mentioned something about we got a lot of spaceships under that landmass of Israel. This is why Israel is so protected by the world government, by the shadow government. He was saying something along the lines of that. But a lot of this stuff that he says, it makes a lot of sense. He's the one that brought to my attention that Haiti's sitting on a portal. So I'm gonna try to get him up on a panel one day to drop some of this knowledge, because this dude, he's young too. This dude's like 19, 18 years old. And he's like, when it comes to wisdom, he's like way beyond his years, man. So I got something. I'm gonna try to get something lined up with him to where he comes on the panel and drops some of that knowledge. So y'all look out for that. It's in the works.
All right. I've been looking up for that.
Yeah, man, this dude sharp, man. He's 19. That's like, God damn, man. I said he got more goddamn gems than somebody older than I heard talk. Like, that's what I'm saying. He had mentioned like the spaceships, us having ancient spaceships and shit under that landmass of Israel. This is why the world government trying so hard to protect Israel. And that's
But
what I
if you
think.
think about it, if you think about it, how can you have a spaceship under Israel?
I don't know.
Under Israel.
That's what I'm saying.
If
I
if,
thought
if it's
about
a
like,
space, if it's a spaceship, it gotta be above Israel. Shit.
right. But when he mentioned the portal under Haiti, that made more sense. But yeah, I'm gonna get him on one day, man. I'm gonna get him on, and we gonna see. But yeah, I ain't mean to cut you off, Naga, man. See, they created seasons to shorten our lifespan. Facts, yeah, man. This shit's inorganic. Fall. I feel like it should only be one temperature here. That's it. At all given times. It shouldn't be 20 degrees one day, 50 degrees one day, 100 degrees one day. That's not organic. That's not balanced. Everything's supposed to be balanced. That shit right there creates confusion. But yeah, to anybody that's watching, if y'all want to come up, y'all come on up. Let's get this shit. I'm pretty I don't know what y'all got to say. But shout out to everybody's in shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, shout out to Dime, shout out to Edgar, Shout out to Dark Ghost. Shout out to Hurricane JW. Shout out to Trish. Well, Bluffity Narc shout out to you. Shout out to Naga. Shout out to Israel. Shout out to Soama. Shout out to everybody.
But yeah, man, listen, bro. The future is the youth. You feel me? The truth embedded in the youth. You know, this is why if you pay attention, you know, the more young you was, the more open minded you were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To question things until you become indoctrinated. You think you was an adult. You know what I'm saying? And this is when this is the scene. You know what I'm saying? That the ultimate sin. You know what I'm saying? Is to eat from the adult tree. You know what I'm saying? Is once you eat from the knowledge of becoming an adult. You know what I'm saying? Or when you eat from the knowledge of adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Now you become an adult. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah, that's what
take
I'm saying.
everything.
It amazes me for him to be so young, because he said he started to remember and started to tap into it, tap into this knowledge at the age of 17. He's only 19, but that led me to believe, to know that, like we say, this is spiritual. A lot of these star seeds, these indigo kids, man, incarnating here, man. These 2000 babies, man, they gonna be on some shit, man. I feel like they gonna be the ones that really bring down this system. Cause they know who's who. They know who they seen us incarnate. They see motherfuckers coming into this matrix. They know who's who. This is
Well,
why
I
they
think.
run
Well, I
this,
truly think
but
we
this is
were.
why they running in and hiding. 'Cause God returned. This is why they running and hiding and building bunkers, going underground, having all these different bullshit ass agendas and shit. These bullshit ass draconian reset they doing. They know God returned. When I say God, I mean God conscious. I'm talking about Christ energy. That's what I mean. I don't mean a nigga fall off the sky. I mean Christ energy.
Nah, but whether we like it or not, I'm gonna tell you this, and that's a fun fact to me. That's true, right? That's my truth. It's going to take a Messiah to wake our people up. It's going to take one of us to rise to the point that where we can manipulate nature, where we can do a lot of supernatural things, and this is what going to get the masses to start questioning things, to start questioning the power that be, until we fly, until we rise above the government, the power that govern the mental, right? We will never I mean, the people will never wake up. We will never get out of all the situation we in. And I'll tell you this, bro. I felt like we the Messiah is so close to come, to the point that I felt like I am that Messiah. That's how much I think that is so close, of coming.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, Naga. Yeah, we all messiahs in our own way. Cause look at our families. Look what happened to the fictional character Jesus Christ. I don't follow that religion shit, but like
Nah,
it's
but
the
that's not what I mean though.
ideology. It's a
That's not
perception of
what I
having
mean.
having a Messiah. I feel like we have Messiah energy. Just like when you try to go amongst your peers, your family members, and you propagate this knowledge to them and try to give them this enlightenment. They shoot you down. They don't want to hear it. So that's the same thing you're a prophet. We all prophets in our own ways. Most definitely.
Listen though. What I'm saying, I'm not saying we are. I'm not talking about the Messiah in a sense of a personal way. I'm talking about in a universal way. That's why I say that that being is going to rise above, the power, above the force that govern the mental, meaning
Right.
that being going to be above government. So government going to people go, the masses going to witness, a Messiah, right, facing the government. Like what the government going to try to figure out, okay, who's this man? Where he's get his authority from, how he's able to do that. You know what I'm saying? People, leaders of the world going to question the Messiah to the point that where the masses going to start, to take going to start to think. They're going to start to think. But is going to take that, that I'm saying again, that being to rise above the government, the force that govern the mental, above government. As long as we below government, the people would never look at us as nothing. The people would never, and as long as we all, and true power is not being shown amongst the same kind. True power is being shown, amongst other kind. This is the reason why the light is shining, in the darkness. Light don't shine, in light. Light shine in darkness. So we to show our power, is when we can go against our uh it is not when we can show it, to our own kind, but it's when we can show it to when we can show it to people that's opposite to our kind, or that's different than our kinds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe true power is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
and to finish again, I I think, the Messiah is so close to come to the point that I feel like I'm that Messiah, that's going to rise to the, above the power of the government, above the force that govern the mental, to the point that where they can really, where I become a threat, like where they can't really, they can't, where that type of power I have can't be kept, in the light no more. It gotta come to the darkness, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what you said. So Mama said they started digging in the earth looking for treasure, oil, and minerals. It's like as above, so below, within, as above, so within, so without. Mama Earth said so. Mama Earth said, okay, watch this. Facts are so Mama facts. The truth requires a lot of maturity. Kids be smart these days. Yes, I am aware of me. Yep, I am. Yep. Origin of creation. I am a supreme being. Facts. I am that I am. Yep. Anything is still on the soil is on the ground. Growth as own pace grows at own pace and services when ready to use, but we dig it out for mass consumption of greed. Yep. That's what it's all about.
What she said? Anything that
She said anything that's still in the soil is underground. Growth at its own pace and it surfaces when ready for use, but we dig it out for the mass consumption of greed. Yep. Facts, Osama.
Well, well, uh, if as above, so below, you know what I'm saying? Being underground is being, above ground, because you have to understand the trees, you know, to for the seed to become a tree, first the roots have to go to the ground, and then, you know, so the trees basically represent uh Jesus. Basically, the trees, is within two world. This is the reason why, the ancestors was so fascinated with the trees, and the plants, because they they in the in between two worlds, basically between the seen and the unseen. So there is a part of the plants and the trees that we see, and there is a part that we don't see. Just like, just like us, there is a part of us that, they see, and there is a part of us
Right,
that
and we look just like a tree. When I go stand next to a tree, if you got your hair out in the fro, your hair looks like like the leaves on a tree, and then look at the tree. The tree is brown, dark brown. Look at our skin. We match nature. We emulate nature. This is why they hate us so much, especially us. 'Cause when they look at nature, they see us. And they look at us, they see nature. So then that's what Edgar said. The disrespect for nature comes from invasive species, transhuman. Yeah, these transhumanistic species, entities, they hate nature, man. This is why you ain't supposed to cut your goddamn grass, man. Because they got us cutting our grass, killing the damn grass.
well, I don't think they hate nature. I think
They despise, they go against nature. I don't
I
say they
think
hate
they
it, they go against nature.
I think they rebel against, the against nature authority. But I think they love nature. They love to be in nature. They just don't wanna go. It's like people love money, but they don't wanna do what it takes to get the money. So it's the same thing. They love nature, but they don't wanna, do what it takes to live, in nature. You know what I'm saying? It's a conflict
Right.
of interest.
Right. You're supposed to be in harmony with nature, but everything we do, like so I'm saying, even with the fiat currency, money, fiat currency goes against nature, religion, everything that's been propagated and indoctrinated into our subconscious and conscious mind goes against nature. We're not supposed to be sitting in a goddamn classroom all day listening to a bunch of hocus pocus nonsense, preposterous bullshit. We supposed to be syncing with nature. We're not supposed to spend our time incarnating in a physical vessel, working at a goddamn job, trapped in chronos. Chronos goes against nature.
Yeah, but
Time goes
but
against nature in itself because you're not supposed to be on a goddamn schedule. There ain't no such thing as time.
but it don't go against the universe. That's where they able to do what they doing. And that's why
Yeah,
that's
it breaks cosmic laws too. They
nah
broke
it
so
don't
many they broke so many cosmic laws, man.
nah it broke universal law, not cosmic law.
Universe and cosmos is the same to me, man. The cosmos, the galaxy, the universe, cosmos, it's all the same. That's just
Well,
my opinion, bro. It's all the same to me.
that's the thing. What is your conception?
A
How
conception can
you
be a kind. A conception can be a kind. You mean like my I don't want to say it. My synopsis
is
on
the
it? Yeah, like I feel like the cosmos and the omniverse and I feel like it's all the same.
Yeah, but that's why I'm asking you, what is your conception though? Because yeah, everything resemble everything, right? But you gotta have a conception. If you don't have a conception, you operate in it. You operate
Okay,
in
okay,
from a
okay. Listen what you said now. You said they didn't break universal laws. So
yeah. No,
why
I
does
say they broke universal law, but not cosmic law.
okay? I'm gonna ask you what's the difference between them breaking universal law and not breaking cosmic law?
Yeah, cosmic law, is the law that embody both negative and positive. Is the law that embody both light and dark. Is the law that embody the duality itself. But universal law, right, is the law that govern a planet. A planet is being governed by a universal law.
Okay, y'all see what you're saying, but this is a free will universe. Some universes that don't have free will. Some universes are not free will universes. Some they going against free will here.
I think free will really, to be honest, I think free will exists. You know, is only applied to cosmic law. I think when it comes to the physical planet, we are being governed by the element, by elemental law,
Alchemy, right?
by yeah, alchemy, elemental law. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So I think the physical is being governed by that. You know what I'm saying? And uh uh energy is being governed by movement. You know what I'm saying? Frequency is being governed by vibrations. You know what I'm saying? So every thing has something that basically governed it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I should have bet on this nigga, man. Oh man, someone told me to bet on dog, man. My bad,
Cool,
Naga.
cool. But yeah, that's why I believe that they're able to do what they do because cosmically it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because the cosmos, don't know right or wrong. The cosmos recognize both, right? The universe recognize both wrong and right, the left and right, uh good and evil, both up and down. the cosmos recognize, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So is only, like I said, the planet, they have a directions. You know what I'm saying? They have direction they rotate. Energy have a direction that is being moved. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that, here, you know the and is being governed by the elements. So we don't have free will. But thinking that we have free will, is an illusion, because it go against the element. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, he said the invasive. He said what? Let me see what he says. The disrespect for nature comes from the invasive species transhumanism. Transhumans.
And that's what I'm saying. Edgar said we still have free will, always. Yeah, that's what I'm along the lines of we have free will, because this is what I'm saying. This is a free will universe. They go against free will. So this is why when they come out with these movies and shit like that, they have to put the goddamn truth inside of these movies and these publications, and they got to put these movies in these cartoon shows. They got to put the movies inside. They got to put the truth in their sigils and inside of these symbols, even though they are really our sigils and symbols. They just inverted them, but that's besides the point. They still have to tell us the truth in some type of form or fashion, because we had, this is a free will universe, so they have to give us the truth in plain sight. Because if they don't, that breaks universal laws. If they don't tell you the truth, why they fucking you over? So this is why they put the labels on the back of a food, on the back of food, on a title. Say you go buy a can of beans from the store, or a box of cereal, they have to tell you the shit is poison on the back of the box, because that's universal law. They have to tell you they poisoning you. Because if they don't, they break universal laws, right?
They break cosmic
Yeah,
law.
he just said it. They need your consent to avoid karma. Yes, you have to consent to it. So if you got some say, if you go buy a box of cereal, you have to consent to them poisoning you. But it's the same breath. They put the ingredients on the box showing you that they poisoning you, because that's free will. They go against your free will. If that makes sense. That's why if you watch a movie, people say, "Oh, I'm watching movies for entertainment." No, these movies ain't nothing but they them putting the truth in your face, because they have to give you the truth in some type of form or fashion.
Well, I don't think,
I'm in the
there is
hospital,
no.
but yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
don't think.
hold on, now. Y'all donate to Israel, man. Here's his cash apps in the link right here in the chat. Y'all can screenshot it. I put it in my community too, bro. My bad, Naka. Go ahead.
Yeah. About the free will. You know. If we have the free will, you know, to do whatever we want, you know, if free will exists, right? Then that means, if free will, it exists in this planet, that means.
Yeah, I'm not Naga. Edgar just said they need your consent to avoid karma. Yes, they get your consent by deceit. Yes, through technology, through lies and manipulation. Yes, of course.
But yeah, what I
Facts,
was
man.
saying,
Facts, Edgar.
just remember what I was saying. What I was saying is that there is no truth in the dark. I mean, there is no light in the dark, you know, and there is no darkness in the light. A tree, a good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. So I don't think, these people have the ability to tell you the truth, right? I think, they just, I think, it's just, I think is that I think the truth is, you know they gotta tell you, you know uh the lies that they're telling you. Basically, I gotta tell you, I'm lying to you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you is a lie. That's not, telling you the truth. I'm not telling you the truth because telling you the truth is not lying to you. So if I'm telling you I'm about to lie to you, I didn't tell you the truth because I still lie to you. You get what I'm saying? So by
So
then,
that's what I'm saying. I get what you saying. Now that's like okay, just like with what happened in Flint, Michigan. My sister lived there. They poisoned the whole water supply. They and reminds you, Flint, Michigan is majority melanated people. Majority indigenous people live in Flint, Michigan. They came out on the television and say, "Hey, we poisoned the whole water supply," because they had to tell them. Even though you already know this shit's poison, but they got to come out and tell you. Even if they making it, even if they make the shit look funny, even if it's comedy and you laughing it off, they still putting that truth in there because they have to. Yes, Trisha said that's how they avoid karma. Yes, but they can't keep avoiding karma because they broke so many. These are galactic. These are cosmic galactical criminals, man.
nah, bro, the way of avoiding karma, bro, is to not take the actions. Just because you tell me you about to take the action, don't mean you will avoid karma, bro. Like, no, ain't nobody going to be in my face and tell me you gonna smack the shit out of
No,
me,
no,
nigga.
no. I'm saying they not gonna avoid karma. So you saying like they not gonna avoid karma? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, this is the thing. I don't feel like they're gonna avoid karma because
Yeah, and this
everything.
is and
It's cause and effect. It's a boomerang effect. You throw a
yeah,
boomerang, yeah, that shit comes back.
yeah, this is the reason why I'm telling you they're not telling the truth. Telling the truth, you know what I'm saying, is to act on the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they doing what they doing in their nature. You know what I'm saying? They're basically lying in your face. You know what I'm saying? They're basically lying in your face. It's not that they tell you the truth, they're telling you they're lying to you, but it's just lying in your face and you see the lies. You know what I'm saying? You realize that they are lying to you. But it's not the fact that they're telling you they're lying to you. It don't go like that. So that's why I'm saying that they're not avoiding karma. The way to avoid karma is to not take the action. If I don't want a a tree, is to not plant the seed, because I know the act of planting a seed is to become a tree. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's kind of like you know you're gonna get burned if you put your hand on a hot stove.
Yeah. So saying that you're going to put your hands on the fire, you're still going to get burned.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying,
saying?
I'm saying these entities, they know that they have to give the masses the truth in plain sight. Even though they take it as entertainment values, entertainment purposes, there's still some truth in it. But they have to give you the truth in some type of form or fashion,
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, bro.
no matter how it comes. No matter how it comes, they be like, "We told you," but you know
It's
this that
because
this.
of the planet, bro. It's because the way we live on a plane. You know, on a plane. We live on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like it's like a flat plane. You know what I'm saying? So our visual is plain. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? uh the people have to stare, you know what I'm saying, in your eyes, you know what I'm saying, to really see the real Jew, because they have to get past the body. So the real Jew is already there in front of them, but until they focus, until they slide, it's like zooming in. So you might have your camera on right now, you know what I'm saying, and there's a lot of things on the background. The camera and pick it up. So you have to zoom then, you know what I'm saying, so the camera can pick it up. So that the thing is not that the thing wasn't there, it was there in plain sight. The camera just wasn't focused on it. So it's the same thing with us. We just in focus on certain things, you know what I'm saying? So we think they're not telling us these things. But this thing is really here in plain sight. The truth is really here in your, just like in plain sight, just like the lies is here in plain sight. Nobody is hiding nothing from us or is lying to us. Both of them is here in
Right,
front of us,
it's been
and
hit.
we.
It's been hitting. It's been hitting in plain sight. I'm gonna put it like that because a coat means oculus means I hide something in plain sight. But when you said, like you said, it's been hidden from us. Yeah, some of our ancient knowledge has been hidden from us. The Smithsonian, some of that shit they took to the Vatican, the basement of the goddamn Vatican. They
Nah,
did.
is here, bro. The knowledge is
Yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
We
Let me
just
take that back.
never.
Let me take that back. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. When I say that, I mean on a physical level because you can always tap into your Akashic records and get the edification you need on something that you want to know. But I'm saying far as like here on a physical level. and they stole that shit and took it and took they a bunch of pirates. That's how I had to reword it. If that makes sense, that make better sense to anybody.
Yeah, but I still think they didn't do that. I still think they just they can't you can't hide something that's in plain sight. To me, the fact, the whole saying of hiding something in plain sight, to me, is just something to get you think. It's just something to make you, to have you use your
Okay,
mind.
okay. Let me put you like this. Okay, I used to do invert trans investigations on my channel, like on my first channel, a whole lot. I used to like do bone anatomy breakdowns on these inverts. So I would do like let me take somebody like Megan Thee Stallion. Megan the Stallion is really a horse. Somebody that look at fucking Megan Thee Stallion and be like, hey, that's a woman. That's an organic woman. But I'll come along like, no, that's a man. But that's a fucking invert. That's a trans hiding in plain sight. You got the illusion. You under the assumption, the illusion that that's a fucking organic woman, but that's really a fucking man and a woman. But it's hiding in plain sight, putting on as is it a putting on as if it's a woman. See what I'm saying? Hiding in plain sight, something like that.
I get what you're saying, but me personally, I'm saying if you can see it, it's not hidden. You just wasn't focused on the
So
thing.
that's what I'm saying. This is why they so big on the hidden hand, like with Freemasonry. They put their goddamn hand inside their jacket. That they showing you we hiding in plain sight. We right here in your goddamn face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, again, I think that term itself is just to get you thinking. Because let's say you letting me know, like, look, it's something, is $1 million right here in front of you. I'm not telling you where it is, but it's right here. You know what I'm saying? It's hidden in plain sight. Is to let me is That's to get me thinking, right? To start using my mind and start looking, right? And once I start focus on that $1 million, now I find it. But because my mind wasn't focused on that $1 million, you know, I didn't see it. It's not the fact that it was hidden from me, but it's the fact that I wasn't focused on it. Just like when I use the camera, the example of the camera. Like, if you see what I'm saying with the camera, then you see what you're saying, because the camera is just a copy of your eye, of your eyeball. So I'm telling you, when you taking a picture, there is a lot of things in that's in the picture that the camera didn't pick up. But if you focus the camera on that thing, right, then that thing is not blurry no more, right? That thing is not hidden in the background. Now that thing is now a part of the picture. And I'm saying it's
Right,
the same
yeah,
thing with our.
I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's the same
Yeah,
thing,
he all
same thing
blooded.
with.
Damn.
Good.
No, I was talking about this fight here. I'm watching this fight. I like watching boxing, bro. So I was like, man, his face fucked up. But yeah, I get what you're saying, man. I agree with it. But all I'm saying is like that's how they get us. Like this is how I was able to like discern through different things and start seeing things for what it was. Because I started figuring out like, man, they hiding in plain sight. That's like something that's just like with the Megan Thee Stallion character. Even with any of those world characters on the stage, man, they do this shit right there in your face. Hold on, hold
Well,
on. Let me read some of these comments. Let me read some of these comments. Let me read some of these. So they told you a story and you fall for it. Like when you vote for your lad for when you vote, you lost your free will, right? It goes back to genes. The karma builds up. They are the land. Facts, Trisha. You can't take them to court when they warned you. They make a contract with you. Yeah, that's why everything's contractual here. They have to get you to sign in black ink because this shit's dead. Said I'm
and
dead, not Megan. Huh.
on top of that, what court are you going to take them to? You can't take them to their own court. They wrote that shit. We don't have a court system that we can take them to. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have no power. I told you, technically, we dead in the eyes of the law. We don't have
Right.
no power.
Yes. They was talking about that yesterday too, bro. They were saying, do so-called black people have any political power? I was like, no, because why would you have political power if you already saying you black? Black is not a place and person thing. It's an adjective. You saying you black, you have no political power at all. You're not even recognized by a corporation, by a government. You're not even recognized. You like a can of beans inside of on a inside of a grocery store.
Nah,
You
bro.
just do this.
It's a two-way street, bro. It's a two-way street. So
I'm
it
saying like
means
in
that
their system, in this Metatronic overlay, in their matrix, you won't be recognized if you saying you black. But when you saying like, I get what you try. I know where you're going, but I see what you're saying. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, I'm saying it's a two-way street, bro. So remember how we was talking about the black and white thing earlier, how they like political power, political power that basically that it's sourced from an unseen. You know what I'm saying? You can't see, you don't know where the authority come from. The authority come from an unseen, perspective. So remember what we was talking about black magic and white magic. You know, magic is power. Knowledge is power, bro. And to know magic, meaning that you have knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? So to know magic, it mean that you have knowledge of magic, and that's power, because knowledge is power. So black is a power structure, is a political power, but because we deviate, because we give up our power, like the brother just put in the comment, by voting and assimilate ourselves, with a foreign entity, right, with a foreign corporation. So we give up our power. So therefore,
Right,
it
right.
means
We
nothing
give
to
up.
that system. Hold on, right
Right.
quick, so I could finish. So therefore, saying black, or uh, uh, using our power, therefore it means nothing to the system. They don't recognize it. That's why it's dead. You know, but you going back to your original, power, right? Or original culture, you know, is in fact it is the greater power. If you know about magic, there is a greater magic and a lesser magic. You feel me? And the black magic is the greater magic. This is why they consider it to be dark magic. But when it comes to the white magic shit, they don't talk about it like that. You barely hear people talk about white magic, because white magic is technology, is in front of you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let you know it's magic. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to master it and start using it against them. Because they know that's what they did to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Learn about our shit and start using our shit against us. So they don't want us to do the same thing to them. So they would never, tell us everything, give us all the details that we need. You feel me?
Yeah, calling back your power. Yeah. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like they say stay away from white magic, dark magic, because it's bad. And like you said, it's about calling back our power, knowing like, you know, it's really our shit anyway.
Yeah, bro. So every time we stay away from that shit, every time we say that shit don't mean nothing, that's what they wanna hear. Cause that's what they proclaim, right? That's what they promote. That this, what I'm saying, this shit is dead. Black is dead. So they don't want us to assume that we're black. They don't want us to proclaim that we're black and claim our identity again. Because they know we're gonna have the greater magic. And by having the greater magic, then that means the lesser magic mean nothing to us. So they gotta, take away that greater magic from us, so we can start indulging in the lesser magic. Because we're magical being. We're a mystical being, bro.
Yeah. Dark Ghost said, I think Drake might be a feline too, especially since he been painting his nails recently since last year in the music he made. Well, yeah, Drake is a woman. That is an invert. It really is. They showing you who they are. Yeah, all of them are inverts, man. Drake was born a woman because all you gotta do is go look at their childhood pics and you can just tell they little girls. You can just tell. That's what I'm saying. I used to do trans court investigations on this channel all the time, but I haven't really been doing them. I got a trans court investigation on Caitlin Clark, but I haven't dropped it. I got it in the vault. I got so many goddamn videos in the vault that I don't drop. I'll upload it and take it off. And then I think I did one on Harriet Tubman. That was a fucking man too, man. Straight man. I did a whole bone anatomy breakdown on that motherfucker, man. Everything. If you want to go back and look at that video, shit, true, the courts are owned by the controllers. Yeah, facts, Trisha. I hate when they say us melanated people are racist, but we don't have the economy to be. We can be prejudiced, of course. Yeah, being racist is nothing but a military caste system. And then when you say racism, you use racing amongst the other beings here. You in a race, in a rat race. That's all it is. That's what I'm saying. Racism ain't nothing but a military caste system anyway, though. but they turned
But
it into a terminology and not liking somebody else. But that's like escapism when they throw out that racist shit. No, I don't feel like we can be racist, man. I feel like
let
that's
me
people. I feel like
let,
people take the high road when they say that shit about us.
let me ask you this though. So, under what authority are you operating under?
So I don't know who, I don't know what authority.
Yeah.
Under my own authority. I ain't under no. I'm under my own authority. I ain't under nobody's jurisdiction. None of that.
So
I'm the
so
authority. I call back my power.
yeah. So therefore, bro. So therefore, you rely on no power, because to rely on self is to rely on nothing.
Right.
Because the body, the body is really, is really nothing, right? So we to rely on the body is the reason why, you know we oppose no threat to the, to the power, power, to the forces that govern the mental, you know because it is the mental that govern the body, right? So if it's the mental that govern the body, unless you rise
You can
above
say
the
you can say the spirit governs the body too.
well, that's what the mental is.
Right.
Once you
But
start talking about,
I feel like there's a diametrical difference between the mental and the spiritual.
now, is a diametrical between the soul and the spirit.
Right. Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying with that. But even with the mental, because
Yeah.
mental is
So
more because the mental is more of a physical. It's more physical shit. It's like mental mentality. When we talk about government, mental, that's more some physical. That's more here in the physical, your mind. And the
now,
mind,
when
what
we're
is
talking about,
when we talk about ment means like the mind. Mental is here. It's more some physical shit, right?
nah, the brain is physical.
Right. That's the mind. The brain. Ment means mind.
Oh,
Brain.
there is a difference between the brain and the mind.
Adulum alligata.
There is a difference between the mind and the brain. You catch it?
Yeah, I got you. So what's the diametrical difference between the mind and the brain?
The brain is what is the picture they show you when they open your head, right? Is the organ. That's the brain, right? The mind, right, is the force, right? Is the invisible force that govern, right, the brain, that send vibration, frequency, and signals to the brain. That's the mind, and that's what associate. That's what the spirit is. But when it comes to that, to the mind and the spirit is getting signal from the soul, right? And is the soul, you know what I'm saying, that's sending the signal. So the soul is not receiving, receiving a signal from anywhere else but from the mind, right? That it get. So basically the soul is the top. It is send and receive signal, but it's only uh is like the God, but it's like what God would be or what the creator would be. That's what the soul is. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the spirit or the mind, that's what would be angels. You know what I'm saying? Since you got the left brain, you know what I'm saying, and the mind brain, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get into the angels and the demons.
Right. That's left brain, right brain, left brain. But you want to stay in the right brain thinking, and that's what, like when you said angels. That's what makes you holy, whole brain thinking. Thinking with your whole brain. Well, let me read some of these comments real quick, dog. It says spells are hacks in the matrix. And Trisha said data Wi-Fi is magic, right? Edgar said it's not magic, it's more like witchcraft. Hollywood is witchcraft. Dark Angel said, although it's a distraction and not important, I love Kendrick spanking Drake in the rap battle. They had it this year. Yeah, that was all right, man. But it's nothing like Nas and Jay-Z, even though I know that all them beefs is fake. What's the difference between magic and witchcraft? Trisha asked. Yep. Racist doesn't exist. We'll answer some of these questions. We'll come back to them. Race don't exist. It's all the colonizers bitten and blossomed into the fake world. Yeah, facts. We're in today, which is predictive of this race BS. Yep.
I want
What's
to
up,
answer that
James?
question before though.
What's up, James?
The question about the difference between magic and witchcraft.
Trisha was wanting to know what's the difference between magic and witchcraft.
Yeah, I think witchcraft is sorcery. And I think magic is just spirituality. It's just is knowledge and wisdom. But witchcraft, is sorcery. So it's when you have the wisdom and knowledge, and you use that, to and you use it to the wrong, to the negative things. That's witchcraft.
And Dark Ghost said, yeah, about race. Particular, yeah, man, race ain't nothing but that shit ain't nothing but a rat race in the Matrix, man. About which race is ahead. That's all. Like I said, it's a military caste system. And what's up, James? Welcome to the channel, man. I never seen you here before. Welcome to the channel, bro. James said the brain is physical, the mind is mental, the mind is a part of the brain. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The brain is the organ when they open your head, but the mind you can't see because it's the invisible force.
And then so I'ma said the is the energy we think with. The brain is the vessel of the mind. She said I meant the mind is the energy we think with and manifest with, right?
But I think that's what we use to command to command our ship. You know what I'm saying? That's what we use that to command our ship. That's basically the operator. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
mind is the
that's what
operator.
makes us gods, generator, operator, destroyer.
Say that again.
So that's what makes us gods. God means good generator, operator, destroyer. You just said we operate with because we generate and we operate this vessel and we could destroy. Destroy to mean like not necessarily destroying something physically. We can, but you destroy ideologies that we've been indoctrinated with too.
What are the three? What are the three you say again?
God means generator, operator, destroyer.
I don't like the word destroy. Destroy. I like restored better.
In the same breath, that's what I'm saying. You can like destroy means like you can destroy your reality and build a new one. You can destroy the indoctrination, the programming that we've been fed throughout the years. You can destroy certain things in the matrix, like the way you eat. You can destroy your old way of eating, but in a good way. When we say destroy, it don't mean like destroy and just completely delete it. Destroy mean like just get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like how we did, like when we woke up, we destroyed our old way of thinking. So we're not thinking on a lower vibration no more. We're not thinking from a third density aspect no more. We're not thinking about going to college and being the best we can be. We thinking about ascending. So that's destroying old ideologies, old world thinking. You see what I'm saying? Like leaving religion alone. That's a form of destroying an old way of thinking. You're not following a path of destruction no more because you destroyed that ideology. You destroyed that mindset of worshiping something outside of yourself. So that's what makes you a destroyer, but not
But
in
you
a
see,
bad way.
in the way I'm looking at it, is after, right, that always is being destroyed, then I restored it. You see, so that's why I'm saying I like the word restore better than destroy, because I'm looking at destroy like a transition, or like what I'm saying. So after the transition, after the change, then it restored. It restored back to its original state. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I see what you're saying, but I'm saying like we always say, it's about balance. So you got to have chaotic energy, and then you got to have that good energy. So destroying these old ideologies that we were programmed with via the matrix. That's using chaos energy. That's using chaotic energy. But as long as
Nah,
you find a way back,
that's
as long as you make a balance, right?
listen. The balance will be the restored. So from what I'm saying, because restored to the original state, you know what I'm saying, will be restored. that's balance. And the operator will be me moving, from left to right, across the balance. And the generator is me maintaining that movement, right? Me maintaining the movement, up and down, or left and right across the scale. You know what I'm saying? And then I restore it again to calibrate myself. You know what I'm saying? Which is go back to the original, to the balance state again. So the scale go up and down, and then it go back to being balanced again. It go up and down, and it go back to being balanced again. So operator, generator, and restored. Because destroy, I'm looking at, because destroyed to me, it go against restored, or it go against, it don't go hand to hand with destroyed. I mean with restored. You know what I'm saying? Something that's destroyed need to be restored. You know what I'm saying? If I got my car and I got into an accident and my car is destroyed, I need to restore my car. You got what I'm saying, to its original state.
Right, right. I mean, yeah, you can say that, but then again, in the same breath, I'm saying like they destroy these parasites, destroy shit with they fallacies. So we destroy they same indoctrination. So all I'm saying is it's about using that chaos energy when you do that, but you can still come back to you still start back and go back to zero and find a balance. Let me get these comments real quick. So magic is a natural witchcraft. I think I already read that one. The medullum oblongata is the portal to the mind. Right, right. Magic is a science, the manipulation of matter. Right. A craft for sorcery. Trish said makes sense. I have natural magic. Sorcery is attempted to act like the source. Ooh, that's deep. The mind's the spirit. It's the what's it? Of the body. The Ka is your character. Character. Yeah. Sorcery is witchcraft. God, generator, overseer, dominator. Don't. Ooh, damn. That do sound better. So what you were saying when you saying Naga saying restore. I mean, yeah, you can say that. But I think all of them like resonate with each other. And Edgar said people can produce a fake source with a sorcery. Damn. Man, y'all hitting it tonight, ain't y'all? Y'all going deep. God, generator, overseer, dominator, dome master. Yep. Dome master is the activation of your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your hypothalamus gland. Yep. Being one with source. Yep. People can reduce it. I already read that one. Hey, Israel, man, somebody said on my community post they're gonna show you some love, man. So hopefully you're able to get what you need, man.
Thanks, family. Thank you.
Yeah, but what I was saying though, by asking you the question is that, to go back, the body, is relying, on the you know, is relying on the mind. You know what I'm saying? Which is the mental. So, if the body is relying on itself, therefore, there is no connection, between, itself, and the mind. So therefore, it's not, the so therefore, it's not the body, is not being uh is not operating, the way it's supposed to operate, basically. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I was asking, where is your authority, come from, because I'm thinking, when I'm talking about the mind, I'm talking about in the same concept I was talking about the ancestors. Like I'm equating myself with the ancestors. So when I'm talking about the mind, I'm equating my mind, to the cosmic mind or to the universal mind of the planet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically equating my mind, the mind that's governing my brain, my body. I'm equating, that mind, to the mind that, the universal mind that govern the planet. You know what I'm saying? So my authority, come from the mind. You know what I'm saying? Come from my mind, from the mind. You know what I'm saying? So me relying on that, you know what I'm saying? So I know, I have direct authority, from the planet. So, I know the planet is with me, the energy with the planet, all the spirit, all the vibration and frequency, I know all of that is with me. And not just I know that, but I'm acting on it. You know what I'm saying? This is good. This go back to the reason why I was talking about, I brought up the Messiah, that the people need somebody, that's going to rise above the forces, that govern the mental, you know, to do certain uh supernatural things, and the physical, to basically shake up the, reality, where the leaders of the world, it start, questioning, the the authority, you know, to act on that type of power. You get what I'm saying? Then, the people gonna start, you know, waking up. They're going to start thinking, and be like, damn, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, how we got things going on, in politics, and we the people, we're looking at it, we're looking at this shit, from the side view, like, damn, it's crazy. Like, yo, they did this, that, you know what I'm saying? So we peeping what's going on. So it's the same thing. It's going to take that Messiah, to rise, and go against the government. You know what I'm saying? To the point that where the government going to, going to be shook, you know what I'm saying, with what he able to do, you know what I'm saying, and the physical, and how he able to do it without restrictions, you know what I'm saying. So that's, that's me asking you the question earlier. It ties into that, is to see, okay, how deep, you know what I'm saying, are you embedded, you know what I'm saying. I mean, how deep, you know what I'm saying, are you, and you know what I'm saying, in this, like, uh uh well, should I, aboriginal shit, should I just say, you know what I'm saying, how deep, how serious, like, you take it, like, how deep you think it go, and you think that you need to go, and how far you think you need to go in order for you to rise, how high, that mean the height that you need to, to reach.
Right. Like I said, we can align our bodies from the mind. Healing starts from the mind. True, true. Mind, matter, and darkness are mastering the darkness. Yep. Dark matter energy. Yep. Yeah, it's all about freeing ourselves from this mental slavery, man. And like you were saying, Naga, and when you say we're gonna wake the masses up, I don't. That's what I'm saying. The ones still caught up in that political shit, man. I don't think they got a chance, bro. I just don't see it, man. They too far gone, man.
Well, I think, in fact, they're the one that, going to be, the strength that we need, you know, to do what we, need to do. For example, right? I hate to do it, but I gotta take it, with the Bible again, right? Like, you know, uh, the people, right, had to be, invested, you know, in a certain way for Jesus to come, and oppose, the the power that be the way he did, for the people to just automatically, go in line with him, the people that did, you know what I'm saying. So it take us to have, the right political uh structure, you know what I'm saying, with knowledge, with proper knowledge, which is power, right? And then, the people that's basically, following these people, you know what I'm saying, that we call asleep, they'll start, they'll start following us, and they'll start waking up, because we ain't going to try to keep them asleep, we're going to encourage them, waking up. But like I said, it's going to take, somebody, like I said, that's going to come, with some type of power and authority, to formulate the proper political structure, for the people, and not only, formulate it,
Man,
in words.
they want to be saved by one of these oligarchs, man. They want to be saved by one of these Luciferians, man. They don't shit. They ain't hear nothing we got to say. Said people think the light is good, yet the light are Lucifer, are Lucy, and Jesus are light bearers. The light makes you see, but it can blind you also. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, demons dwell in the light because we in here in the false light grid. This is the false light down here in this matrix. So that demons dwell in the false light. They tell you to stay out of the darkness, but going towards the darkness is good. Being in darkness is good. That's to say, when you shut your eyes, what do you see? You see darkness. You can say that's the universe when you shut your eyes. When you so-called when you transcend, I mean, and you go towards that false light, you come back down here. So that's why they tell you to go off into the darkness. The universe is made up of all dark matter energy. We come from dark matter energy. That's what I'm saying. Demons, they say demons dwell in the darkness. Don't go in the dark. Don't go into them off in the darkness. Demons gonna be in there. No, demons is right in your face. Like Osama just said, Jesus Christ, the false light bearer. What does he have behind him in the painting? A number of light. That's the false light.
Light and dark, bro, is light and dark is buoyancy and density. That's just what it is. It's not nothing that go against anything. It's just, how things is, right? It's just how things, things that very dense, tend to stay at the bottom, and things that's very light, tends to float to the top.
Punishing, man. He punishing that boy, man. Come on. My bad, bro. I'm just saying, watching this damn fight, man. Yeah, you right, man.
Yeah.
Punishing, man. Come on, man.
So when we're talking about us being light, being, or dark beings, we just talking about being able to vibrate, in a higher frequency. You know what I'm saying? Just like, certain things, just like the air bubble in the water is going to float all the way up, all the way to the top of the water, and become a part of the atmosphere, right? The bubble that's at the bottom of the ocean, or that's, inside of the ocean, is going to rise all the way up, right, and become a part of the atmosphere. So it's the same thing. So all of us with the light beings, right? So we're going to rise up, right, and become, the same, with the same knowledge, right? That's basically governing, this planet. That's all. That's all it
Damn,
is.
man. My bad, bro. Man, get your ass up, man. I should have bet on a fucking knockout, man. Fuck. Sorry, bro. Man, he knocked this. Man, I bet for him to win a fucking decision, man. I should have bet on a knockout, man. I knew he was gonna knock his ass out.
Who knocking who out?
Huh?
Who knocking who out?
This dude named Royman Villa got knocked out by Salas, man. It's a Mexican versus a Venezuelan fighter, man. But I went to the casino earlier. I bet for him to win a decision. I should have bet on a knockout, man. I would have been, oh man, why? Fuck. I knew he was gonna whoop his ass, but I didn't know he's gonna knock him out. My bad, bro. I mean, sorry, man.
You see, this is a perfect example, right? I was talking about of the Bible saying that, it's because we don't have faith in ourselves. It's because we don't have enough confidence in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves, because if we did, is a lot of things that, we will be able to do, but because we lack of that. For example, like you could have, what I'm saying, win, what I'm saying, this knockout, what I'm saying, because he was going to knock this nigga out, what I'm saying, but you just didn't have enough, what I'm saying, confidence or faith to say, I bet. I don't care what nobody say, this is what I'm gonna bet on it. You know what I'm saying? So you will still, what I'm saying, got caught between like I know he's gonna win, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not going to go all the way in. You know, I'm still going to, you know what I'm saying, refrain myself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. That's why we'll never achieve we will never reach our full potential because we're not going full throttle. You know what I'm saying? We over here debating if if we should keep going, if this is the right way to go. When every signs we see on the journey, on the road is to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? We find a way to, you know what I'm saying, to delay ourselves.
Yeah, you right, man. Damn, I'm over here, boy. I'm over here mad than a motherfucker, man. That's that chaos energy, man. Damn, man. Something told me I knew he was gonna knock this nigga out. I gotta turn this shit off, man. 'Cause I get sick watching this shit. Man, fuck, man. Damn.
You got Dark Ghost going crazy in the chat.
Yeah, man, this nigga whack as shit, man. I knew he was gonna get his bum ass knocked out, man. Get your ass up off the goddamn ground, man. You should have went fuck, man. All right, let's get back to this, bro. My bad, man.
they got you. They got you pumped up. They got you fucked up. He got you
Man,
fucked up.
if I would have bet on the knockout, that would have been $1,000. I only bet 20, but I bet for a decision. I didn't bet. Oh man.
Mm.
So I be betting on these fights and shit. That's why I do like on the side, man. I'll bet on the fight and shit like that, try to come up. But I don't do it all the time. It's just, I like boxing anyway. So, I feel like everybody has something they like. I like boxing. We
Shit.
know how it is growing up, how we grew up, nigga playing basketball, boxing, football. You know how it go.
Hell yeah, I love that shit, bro. I love that shit. I love boxing, but it's just that I don't be watching it for. I'll be watching it sometime. You know what I'm saying? Certain time, if it's aligning, I watch it. But I'm not the type to say, oh yeah, it's a game. Like hey, I'm about to watch it. It's certain things I go and look for, and it's certain things if it just happen to align, I just say I bet. You know what I'm saying? So the boxing, watching boxing is just something like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's aligning, just like certain basketball game, if it's aligning, I might watch it. But if it's not, I'm not gonna go out of my way and to say, oh, is this game on right now? But I fuck with basketball, you feel me? But it's just like if it's aligning certain games, but in certain games, I am gonna go out of my way. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to see that game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go out of my way to say it. You don't have to be aligning. And it's the same thing with sports too. But I fuck with sports. I mean, not all sports, but I fuck with boxing, basketball, soccer.
Yeah, man. I never really could get into soccer, man. Just that. But yeah, basketball, it was mainly basketball, boxing. What else we in football, man? We did it. I think we did that when we was younger for like escapism because we ain't had nothing else to do shit. Plus, they say Aboriginals. That's what we indulged in was basketball. Yeah, that they was playing basketball in Kemet. If you look at an Olmec, they had a fucking helmet on with a football in their hand.
Nah, I mean, I was a beast though with the soccer thing. It's just and I gotta have scholarship to go to college and shit. My dad didn't, you know what I'm saying? He he didn't really want me to do that shit because he never really thought it was that serious. He thought like I was it was just something I used to do just to be I it's just on some uh misinformed, you know what I'm saying, lack of knowledge, you know what I'm saying. So he didn't take it serious. He didn't think that you know what I'm saying, I should do it. But I gotta have scholarship, you know what I'm saying. If I had anybody that was gonna pay the other half, or if my dad would allow me to go, I would go to college for that shit. I was a beast. Because boxing, I don't really do that shit professional. I just learned how to that shit really in the street because niggas used to slap boxing all the time. We be slap boxing. So you just grow up knowing. I just know how to what I'm saying, box.
You had to grow up throwing your damn hands. Said
Yeah, I
the
grew
light.
up. Yeah, well, grew, well, not really grew up, but in my, teenage, in my, basically, well, yeah, what basically when every growing up, you always get a time, where your freedom is in your hand. Basically, you out of control. You know what I'm saying? Your parents can't really, basically control you like that no more. So you basically obey, basically what you want to obey. So during these eras, this when I learned how to box, because I didn't to basically do what I want to do, and I get to be with the bad kids. So I ain't worried if my parents thought they was bad, shit like that. But not really like I grew up, in it.
That's what I want to ask you, Naga. When you was coming up, did you go to school over here in the States, or did you go back in in your homeland?
in the Virgin Island.
So when you did, they try to like separate you from the rest of the kids when you like? Did you have problems in school, like with the teachers, them saying, "Hey, you don't"? Did you want to take any of that nonsense?
Nah, bro. I went to public school, bro. So to me, this shit was, and we don't have that black against white in the Virgin Island like that. It's something that's mumbled amongst the upper class. You feel me? So the masses, you feel me, is not that many, white people. It's a very small island. You know what I'm saying? So the white people that that's in the island, they either tourists or they just got business over there. You feel me? So they be coming in and out with this, to the States and back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't really know, that black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's always something that's happening, overseas for us. You know what I'm saying? Or not overseas, but like we call it like in the States. You know what I'm saying? It's always considered to be like some state, type of thing. But yeah, man, I went to public school, you feel me? Like, regular shit. Yeah, it's the same curriculum. You know what I'm saying? They still taught us the same shit, you feel me? That they taught y'all over here. You know what I'm saying? But most of us, we study these things. We study to pass, We didn't study uh to be informed. You feel me? About history and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us is connected, you know what I'm saying? Most of us is connected, you feel me, to our family, that like we have elders in our in our family, like we grew up like knowing, like everything basically, you feel me. It's just that we know these shits is not mainstream, you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
so we didn't go to school basically to learn, about history, about religion, about certain shit. We just go to school to pass, you know what I'm saying.
Did you like go to college, man? If you want me asking?
Yeah, I went to college for mechanic.
Did you like get a degree?
Yes, sir.
Have you like do you use your degree like to like make monetization from it?
Yeah, I use it once, you feel me. I was working, for BMW, and then I was working, as a technician, and then I was working for Audi. And eventually, I wanted to do my own thing, you feel me? So I had to save up, a whole bunch of money and shit like that. And plus, I had side hustles, you feel me? Because I was in the street, you feel me? So I had, save a whole bunch of money, try to open my own shop, you feel me? But you know, that was an epic fail, because shit, hatred, jealousy, uh envy, uh voodoo, witchcraft, you feel me? So all that shit, you feel me? All that shit, contributed, you feel me, to to the failure. So after that, you feel me? I ain't really, you know, try to, really take it serious, because most of the I was very young, so my motivation was my family. You feel me? And once I figure out, you feel me, that was my downfall. So I basically, you feel me, had basically no reason. You feel me, to, you know what I'm saying, to basically do it no more. You get what I'm saying? Cause like it's like what I'm doing it for. You feel me? So and like I said, you feel me, I was in the street, you feel me, so I basically like fuck it, you feel me, it's me against the world type of thing, you feel me. And yeah, that's also, you feel me, when I once I came, like, you feel me, on the YouTube street and shit. Also, you feel me, from a bunch of people, you feel me, that kind of, contributed to me, you feel me, coming back to who I am and shit. And yeah, I ain't really, you feel me, after that I ain't really looking at it since, like, I mean, the same sense, you feel me, even when, I transition, you feel me, to from, being in the street, you feel me, to being a, a spiritual nigga type of thing, you feel me. So yeah, I'm more looking into, like, I'm using it, but it's more, you feel me, to basically sustain myself type of thing, you feel me, like people I know, you feel me, like, they come with their cars, you feel me, I fix it type of thing, but I'm not really trying to uh go and work, you feel me, like using my degree type of thing. But yeah, I don't think that answer your question. I know I took a whole, right.
I couldn't entertain that shit. My soul knew it was nonsense. I ain't like my family pushed that shit on me, like get a degree, get a diploma. I didn't even get a damn diploma. None of that shit just never made sense to me. I always felt like, damn, why can't you just take what you know and take what you skilled at without a degree, without these accolades, and be able to be successful off of it. You don't need, like, I always felt like I don't need the system to be successful. Why do I have to go get a goddamn degree and walk across the stage and do a whole ritual to be successful in somebody else's eyes? That's what it's all about.
Well, I didn't, I took it as an opportunity to be, to be free, because I grew up very strict, even though I was a bad kid, but I had to be slick about it. So
Right.
if my parents knew about it, I'll get my ass whooped. They would do anything, what I'm saying, to try to keep me away, you feel me, from, being around the bad kids. You feel me? So once, I had the opportunity to go to college, to me, once it came about, I was looking at it like, yeah, if I get to, go to college, I get to live outside of my parents' crib, so, I get to, you know, uh, be, basically who I am type of thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because
What's up? Hold on, Naga. What's up, KP, man? Come up, bro. That's my dog, man. What's up? What's up, KP, man? Y'all go sub up to his channel too. It's free to pay attention, man. This is my dog right here, man. He said we feel you. Yeah, yeah, that's my dog. Come
yeah,
up, KP, man. If you're not doing nothing, but come up for a little minute, man. He does a lot of work on his channel about us Aboriginals too, man. About us indigenous people, man. He got a lot of good content over there. What's up, fools and twos? Much love, much love.
yeah, that was an opportunity for me. You feel me? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna take this opportunity, and be my own man. Now ain't nobody telling me shit. You feel me? So that's why I took it. It wasn't like because, I believe in, like, oh yeah, I gotta have an education, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. You feel me? It wasn't none of that, because like I said, growing up in school, I never took school serious. You feel me? So I had to so yeah, I never really, take school serious, you feel me? So that's why when I graduated, you feel me, that to me that was an opportunity to say, I bet I'm finna go do my own thing, so these people don't have to tell me what to do type of thing. But like I said, once I had it, I find a way, like, okay, I could make some money, and I'm also in the street. All right, all I knew was my family. You feel me? So that's who I turn. I turn my That's who I turn to. But like I said, shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This shit is what turned me into who I am. You know what I'm saying? To kind of direct me into knowing who I am. And my mission and what I gotta do. So it's not really about my family. It's more than that. You feel me? Sometimes, a lot of time, we be wishing for for something very small. You know what I'm saying? But the universe got something so big. You know what I'm saying, that we don't even have the ability to uh use it yet. You know, that's how I be looking at shit.
Page 9/11. Yeah, man. Just what I'm saying. Like, I just never felt it, man. Like, even like still to this day, I don't push that on my kid. I don't push it on my kids per se. I don't push that on. I got two, boy and a girl. I don't push that on them, man, because I don't want them. That's even if a college still gonna be around in 5, 10 years, but I highly doubt it. Like, I'm saying that to say this, that shit just. I tell them all the time that shit don't mean nothing. It doesn't. Don't let don't let the don't let somebody classify you or judge you on your character, who you are as a being based on a fucking piece of paper that you have hung up on a goddamn wall. You gotta meet society's status quo to be something. A motherfucker I know somebody like my wife's mom. She got like 4 or 5 degrees, man, and she can't do nothing with none of them shit.
Well, that's the thing though. In a world of white magic, you know, uh, paperwork, and technology, you know, uh, everything come with a manual. So having a degree, is basically having a manual. You know what I'm saying? And everything that has a value, like I said, has a manual. You know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah, and in the proper way, of how things should go. You know, these things don't mean nothing. But living in the matrix, this is everything. You know, because these things will put you in position, you know, to get your hands, not only get your hands on the resources, right, that fuel this world, but it will also uh, help you get close to the people, right, that got their hands, in ruling this world. You see? So is a tools, is how you use it, is what you're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're just using it, just to take, you're gonna have a job, or to have a regular day-to-day life, until you die. But yeah, you know, it don't really mean nothing, because anybody can live on a day-to-day life, and die. So you don't need a degree for that, you know. But like I said, if you need certain information about this matrix, is a very important tools to have.
Right? You saying like use that shit to navigate through the matrix.
Yeah, just like you could use money to navigate through the matrix. It's a currency. That's why we use money to navigate. you know when you on the ocean, right, you use the current. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a motorboat, right, if you don't have an automated system, right, then you use the magnetic current. You know what I'm saying? To take you, where you need to go. So us as a people, we don't have no corporation, that going to generate resources. So we rely on the dollar, on the currency. You know what I'm saying? For us to live, our day to day life. So I mean, or for us to navigate the matrix, should I say? Some people use it to live, their day-to-day life, but some of us, we just use it to navigate the matrix.
She just scratch your ass with the effects, who's and twos. We are a journey, little light through the darkness. use the tools and try to expand from try to use the tools to work in your everyday life, right? Try and error. The Matrix have a coded language. Yep, everything's here is based on a numerical code, man. Zeros and ones, X's and O's. Yeah, we use this currency. That's what I'm saying. We use this paper, this fiat currency, to, but money is not. Sometimes money is somehow money can be somebody's god. Material shit can be somebody's god. I don't let this shit make me, man. 'Cause this shit ain't about nothing. How the fuck they got this nigga winning, man? Ain't no fucking way. So I'm sorry I can't be on this live while I'm watching this shit, man. Cause I'm. How the fuck is he winning? Yeah, they want us, man. That's what I'm saying. Like anything that's ever been put on me via indoctrination, I never took none of that shit in, man. I was like, I'm not gonna be a fucking compliant ass sheep. I'm not gonna go to none of your colleges. I'm not gonna go sit in none of your schools, none of your churches. All that shit felt like it made me into a fucking robot. That shit drains the life out of you too. Like I was at the hospital, matter of fact, and these places have no windows in them. You go to these jobs, they have no windows in them. Like it's shit meant to just drain your life force energy, man. These places are fucking miserable and depressing.
You see, the Bible said, I hate to do it again, but I'm gonna bring it. It's not the word, it's not what goes in your mouth, that's matter. But it's the word. I'm just paraphrasing. It's the word, is what's coming out of it, that's matter. So we supposed to, take everything in. Cause we have to understand, as you hosting life, you have life in you. You give life, right? You you give things. You give things life, right? Or bring things into life, right? So as that is up to you to know what to bring into life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to, take everything that I need to as everything that I need to take and everything that I don't need to take, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure I only put out what I need to put out. You know what I'm saying? So I got shit, I always got things in reserve. You know what I'm saying? You never, know what I got, and what I don't got. Because I'm taking everything and I'm not giving everything out. So yeah, we could take the indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? We could take it in. So we'll go ahead and decode it. Like I could go in the matrix. It's okay. I know I'm Neo. I know how to get in and get out. And I know how to get people out too. So I'm going in, and study this shit. And know how they going, they're making changes in this shit. You feel me? Because my thing is to, is to tear it down. You know,
Right.
that's it. So we could go into the indoctrination world, into the indoctrinated world, into this religious world, into the school system, into the politics. But we're going in to dismantle this shit. We're not going in to give life to these things.
And that's why I make videos about that shit on my channel. The substance on my channel. I try to dissect and dematerialize all that nonsense. Religion and politics, because that's the two main things that got people trapped in a fucking and in a mind fuck. That's the main. So I'm saying those are the main things that I hear on a daily basis, whether I'm talking to people in the street, talking to family, or friends from the past. It's just I just don't follow behind that shit, man. I never have and I never will. I'm just like I said, I tell people all the time, I'm 35, 36. I ain't never stood in a fucking voting booth. I've never stood in a line to get a fucking jab because I've always knew better. That was just never my thing. And like somebody like me that's thinking that thinks critically, that boggles my mind. Like, how can somebody not see that shit's detrimental to you, man? Like, motherfuckers thinking somebody gonna come save them because everybody wants a savior. I ain't here to save nobody. We gotta save ourselves first, and then you can reach out, and try to save a few people around you. Force to say, stay on course. Facts. I get sidetracked sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I'd be lying if I say I didn't.
Well, to me, I think I'm a savior, and I'm not looking at it
I
in
mean,
a
you knock this
religious
clown
way.
ass nigga down, man.
And
I'm
listen,
sorry, bro. Man, fuck
Listen,
this, man. I'm about to turn this shit off, bro.
listen though. I think I'm a savior, right? Not in a religious way, but you know, in a way, that I'm here to save, my generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to capture, you know, uh this this moment, right? This uh that, yeah, that, that era. I'm here to capture it. You know what I'm saying? Like like a camera, capture a picture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here to do. To save this, so the next generation, they can get it. You know what I'm saying? When they get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that the youth that's coming, because remember the youth is the future, right? The youth that's coming. So when they get to where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? So they have something ready for them. You know what I'm saying? They have something saved for them. You know what I'm saying? Is in that sense. It's not that in the sense that we're, or and is it in the religious way how people think, you know, I'm that. Even though to me, I think a savior, is just to save you is just to save. To save is to save in general to me, because I think everything is connected, in a 360 degree. All words, have meaning, have 360-degree angles of meaning. You feel me? So all words. So, I think, so that the religious definition of savior is a part of it too. It's just a angle, a different angle, a different perspective of what I just, of that captured moment that I'm talking about.
Right. I got you, bro. Dark Ghost said I voted in November. I voted in 2020, but not this year. Who'd you vote for in 2020? Your mama asking. Dark Ghost, so he cracking up. People keep splitting the energy with everyday liars keep you busy. External ways, or external always outside of yourself, never from within. Yep. You always gotta go within. Yeah, man. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just look at myself as a savior. Like, I voted. You said I voted for Trump in 2020. Oh shit. Yeah, I never felt enticed to go check the box for the mark of the beast, man. I mean, to each his own, but at least you know now, not that shit's a farce, man. That's just nonsense, garbage. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to finish doing my laundry. Thanks for joining, Naga, man.
Hey, bro, you already know, bro. Salute, whenever, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good talking, bro. I always appreciate you coming on, dropping that knowledge, man. Shout out to everybody in the panel. Thanks for joining the panel, Israel, man. Good energy, man. Hope you get better, bro.
Hell yeah, salute. Until next time.
All right, I'm out. Y'all be easy, man. Y'all go show Israel some love, man.
Good vibes, brother. Good vibes to you.
Good vibes. Peace, bro. Peace, peace. Peace out,
Peace.
Dark Ghost. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be easy.